what do you mean by insecurity?
When I say insecurity, you have, what's the word? You know, I got a third grade education.
Well, let me ask you a question.
When you have a fear of something.
Okay, now if so, you're saying a man is secure if he allows other men around his woman. He's secure.
He's secure within himself.
What makes him secure that he allows men around his woman that he know
that nigga? If she choose to go that way with that man, then she's never been for me. That's up to her, and I move in the way that I need to move.
What makes him secure though? Because he knows that he can't control her, and so if she cheats, it is what it is. That makes him secure.
Period.
So
damn, for real.
You know I love you've been rocking with me when they had 10 people watching this motherfucker.
Go ahead, ask your question. What's your question?
Well, you know, just in terms of even an old friend, you know, just considering what was being said, I think Illa has a point. I think you guys have a point in terms of he'd been a friend for a long time. In my head, I'm like, the fuck that mean to me? You know, like that's just how my head, like when I be thinking this shit, I'm a husband now, right? Or I don't, what you did generally, I don't, it is what it is, right? But what can he do for her? Can she go to him for the support? Can she go to him for money?
None of that shit.
I'm gonna let you finish answering.
Can she go to him for money?
No, she can't. That's my job.
Can she go to him for spiritual guidance?
No,
that's your job. Shit.
Exactly.
Can she go to him for protection?
No,
like men, they go fight things of that nature. The strong boys would be taken and separated from their family, stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were they're used to. Yes, that's happened.
So when we're criticizing black men, if you think it takes a couple generations to change, right? And we just went through some of the things you acknowledged happened to black men and were targeted specifically just 2 generations ago with your your generation. And then we come at black men like we did it all to ourselves. You don't think there's an apology of some sort in order?
Can I just ask this, Mr. Fantastic, what was the reason that you would mention your pension? Because she's not going to just do that out of nowhere. What happened to make her say, oh, I want your pension? Or was she looking to divorce you for something? Just saying something that you may have done. She wanted to divorce you, and so she mentioned it, and then you beat her to it.
I've explained this at least. This is the last time I'm gonna tell y'all this. We were living in 2 separate things called geo-bashing, right? She was the one accusing me of doing shit that I wasn't doing. I told her, if you go to this and you keep accusing me when I'm not doing anything. I was in her hometown with her people around all her folks for free.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear about something. Shit. I did not ask him for his pension because that had children outside of our marriage.
You left him for free.
Y'all always get on here. So shut the up.
You not
Y'all
listening.
always get on here.
You not
try
listening.
to dismiss women. Stop
you
trying
not
to be
listening.
in abusive relationships, whether it is
you are not listening.
Or not.
Bro, if you had 2 people sitting there, right? They had a one night stand. He put the rubber on, and you got to tell one of them they was wilding, and one of them they was wilding. You would say the woman was wilding.
Mm-hmm.
She should have made that nigga put a condom on.
Yeah, especially because niggas' dicks be dirty.
Damn! What level of responsibility? Well, not what the stats say. What level of responsibility would it be on? So he didn't put a condom on. She got pregnant. It's a one night stand. Who would you put the onus on for that happening more?
If I had to choose the woman because she gives the access.
Damn. So she should have made sure he put a condom on his dick.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Like that. Wow. Look like Mr. Fantastic was right.
Brother.
Okay. Damn. So putting a baby.
That need to be a mom is huge for women. So depending on who the woman is, a woman with a kid is less desperate to have a baby with any goddamn body.
Okay. All right. But you're saying she's 28. The clock starts getting louder and louder.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the danger comes in.
She have a baby by a homeless person. She don't give a shit. she ready to pull up on her bridge with no panties on.
That guy from he just came home, right? He just got out of jail. What's his name? Meeks. Jeremy Meeks. I think he was a prisoner.
Yes.
He got with a
good hair. Yeah.
He got green eyes and all that.
They wanted to get click about that dude. Ain't got no job, no nothing. That's a perfect example. Yep.
Damn, man.
The dude with the green eyes, she wants her baby with. So that's what I'm saying. She find a whatever type of dude that would make a pretty baby. She online saying, I'm on birth control. You ain't gotta wear no condom. Nigga ain't got no job, no nothing, but he got green eyes. She ready to bust it open.
Looks like we're telling the truth.
The problem, y'all come on these panels and you want to crucify black women. Your intention, as we talk about a lot of times, y'all talk about intention and you want us to follow you. We can't follow you if your intentions are not.
I don't want you to follow me. You would get tired.
Here we go again.
You couldn't walk that far.
You're trying to make it about me.
You couldn't follow me because you get tired.
On this panel, and you came on here to spew your hate for black women, and you are justifying it.
And it bothered you.
You're justifying it by coming on here and making it seem as if you are teaching us something.
I didn't say I was teaching a thing, ma'am.
You can't.
Did I tell you I was teaching you?
Any person that you don't like.
Did I was telling you I was teaching you? Did I say I was teaching anything?
Work that way.
Ma'am, did I say I was teaching anything?
No, but you got on this panel with the intention of telling us why men don't approach.
What I would recommend is you get a job, right? You work it, maybe in an industry that you could thrive in. Learn it, right? Without the risk, build a foundation. That way, when you jump into it, you're ready, Are we having a conversation? Are you here? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Are you responding to me, you think, or?
Who else am I responding to? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what I hear. You asked me what I hear as far as that question.
I know, but as I'm breaking it down for you, is it?
Move on.
Here
Let it go.
You are partway chivalry to like you and yours. Is that truly chivalry? Is it just you protecting your investment or your asset, which is your life? And I want to go back to maybe that isn't as chivalrous because you're protecting your investment, which is your wife. If somebody smacks her
investment,
but the woman on the bus, the old lady on the bus is standing up with a cane, and you're gonna sit there and sit your happy hips, your wide hips down that bus, and watch her stand up on that with that cane the whole entire time. That's not chivalry.
Are you saying that me protecting my wife is less chivalrous than me giving my seat up for some old hag?
Are you
No.
Are you really chivalrous if you are only protecting your investment?
It's mine, right?
Right, you're protecting what's yours, but are you truly chivalrous if you don't give up the seat on the bus?
A woman that does things for me is enough. I don't need extra girlfriend.
Maddie, you made the point. You made the point.
Yeah, let me make a quick point, right? I think this conversation can trigger women, but to be fair, right, to where Beans was going, because it's not a checkmate, but I understand your point, is that women don't actually believe that they're bringing value to guys like that, because otherwise they would be encouraging men outside their man to have more female friends, and they don't. They actually discourage, hey, you don't need no female friends. But wait, women are so valuable and important. What you mean I don't need no female friends? It actually shows you what women think.
Even women think about that shit.
There's a lot of nuance there that you could examine.
That's a great point.
That's clear. I agree.
That's from the biological standpoint.
Indeed.
Now they try to change that culturally into women don't have a definition. There's nothing that actually defines it. What ended up happening was this, though. The advent of feminism actually took away what femininity was by saying it was antiquated, it was old school, it was slavery, it was oppressive. But then they turned women into fake men. So everything that a woman do valuable is what men do. She go out work, she go out and make money, she go out and get a degree, she go out and get education, she go out and buy things, she go out and she can afford things. These are all the things that men have been using to measure themselves and whether or not they've been successful or valuable or things of that nature. Women had a different set of things.
Been only pursuing so much for the attention of women. This is all, it sounds so new to me when I'm hearing it, but maybe I didn't have this perspective before. Calvin was good. Be Love, what's up? But it's just like why we do things. Where does our moral code actually come from? How far are we willing to go to stand on it? Does your moral code have contingencies? You know, I have the clips queued up, but I'm just thinking through it. You know, the double standards. How long can we? I thought they just were a thing, but I guess they have like there's a reason for it.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know, this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
Choose your own path. Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
This Might Be Risky sponsorship package is here. Have your ad run on our live streaming episodes, linked in the video description and attached to our many hot take clips. The channel is fast growing with thousands of views and subscribers. Don't miss your chance to grow your business on one of the fastest growing platforms on YouTube. Join the family today. This Might Be Risky. Email us at thismightberisky@gmail.com if interested. Hashtag Indeed, hashtag Do the Right Thing.
Yo. Check. Sherelle was popping. You can hear me well? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me well. I'm sounding good.
Good morning.
What's popping? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody been wearing black every day, yo. What type of time we on, huh?
We thugs, man.
Trying to see what's up, man. Wow. I've been working this roadcaster, feel me? So I've been trying to tune in the sound when I do those pre-records and all that. You know what I'm saying? But every time I walk in here, my dials is turned. So I put a camera up. Every time Rock come home from school, she be touching my shit. Pause.
You put a kitty cam to catch her?
No, I got a real camera, Wi-Fi. Like
I'm saying, like, you know, like when you hide the camera so the kids don't know they being watched.
Yeah, it's back there. Just got a red light on, but she ain't smart enough yet. She don't know. She just be moving the dial. I'm like, yo, what's up with you?
Caught her red-handed, huh?
Yeah, man. Light skin ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So, Sarah, I've been ripping and running and ripping, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. We got a couple special guests because there's a couple topics that I think it'd be good for you and the guests to mine through a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, here's what I was thinking about, man. The first topic, right? Did you see that B Simone shit? Where she said something to the effect that she got to shop at H&M now and all that.
I was just going off about that yesterday, man. I was like, baby, you supposed to say rainbow. If you trying to make the poor girls feel like you poor, you should have been like rainbow, city trends. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little Walmart. I'd let you slide Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But girl, H&M, no, that's not how you relate to the brokies, okay? I think that lady got a mental disorder or something. She just be saying some off the wall shit.
But here's the thing, right? There's a couple of different things, right? And the guest that we got today, because I was gonna do a video, I was gonna like go through, right? Mm-hmm. And then this person, my friend, you know what I'm saying? Her husband, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, no, this is the best video I've seen on this because it covered the entire maturation process of the thought process of how a person could get there, you know? Mm-hmm. And there's so many different things she said, and now it's not even funny, right? It's a shame how shit often come full circle for people, right? When you up, you can always, it's easier to go down than come up for sure. I'm seeing, I seen 30 seconds change a whole lot of niggas' lives. You know what I mean? In a bad way though, right? It's often way more minutes, seconds, and hours it take for you to get there, and 30 seconds, 5 seconds can fuck it up for you overwhelmingly. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it's hard, it make it more palatable, right? But like, it just seeing people fall. Then I'm looking at our people, and you heard about 2053, right?
No, I haven't.
Well, 2053, based on the economics and such, right? It says black people gonna be a permanent underclass in 2053 if we don't get our shit together. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring our first. Oh, did I say hi to the chat yet?
No, you ain't say hey to the people. You gotta put it in.
Chat, man. Salute. Mel, you already know. E-Dub in the building, D-Majesty in the building, DC was popping, Samuel Shalom, I got E-Dub, Nick was goody. I ain't seen you in a minute, cuzzo. Hope all is well. American tradesman putting in work. Old dude was shaking. Quincy in the building. Strata was popping. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to the SPS podcast. Vet was goody. Wow. Oh, wrong one. That's the one. Like, share, subscribe. Melly was popping. Tiff in the building. Salute. Rebecca was shaking. Glad you back, man. Jay Will's in the building. Jay Will's been chopping in the Discord too and all that too, man. That's what's up, man. Nightbot behaving. That's always good. Zeke, what up? Salute to my aunt, Ezekiel Ben Israel in the building who gifted 1 membership, man. Whoever got blessed with it, please maintain it and say thank you while you at it, man. Let me see. Hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Let me see. Okay. I'm not doing so bad. B Warren, what up? That's a fact, though. You can say that again, man. Day Lee was popping. I'll be good for tomorrow.
Shit like that.
That MYOB panel coming soon. That's for sure, man. Homeboy Shalawam was goody. Like, share, subscribe, man. Black King in the building. Salute. Marcus, what up? James was goody. Miss Jilly, make sure y'all say what's up to Miss Jilly in the chat. KG Shalawam was goody. Like, share, subscribe. Isaiah, what up? I ain't see you yesterday. Sozan, salute. I ain't see you yesterday. Riri was good. I think I seen Riri. She a little late. Mrs. Locks was popping. Like, share, subscribe, man. Yes, what up, though? Good to see you. Dr. G in the building. Salute. Bino was popping. Speaking of Dr. G, make sure y'all get y'all tickets to Atlanta. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I keep doing that. To DC, man. DC is it, man. DC is it. If you've seen Paid in Full, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
You keep saying that too.
What?
Atlanta. Everybody be looking like, what?
I don't know why I keep saying that shit. Heather was popping. Salute. Nah, hell no. That nigga Rex in the hospital. That's not even funny, but I'm just saying. Rainbow Kid was goody. Hit the like button, man. Rock solid. What up, though? Let's get it, man. 40 Boom was popping. DJ Riff in the I had to go get DJ Riff out the woods. B, I ain't seen him in a month. I had to call him, text him, call him. Know what I'm saying? Reese was popping. NTAT in the building. Herlandy in the building. NTAT, I ain't see you yesterday. Saul was popping. TC, I ain't see you yesterday. Free Zone, I ain't see you yesterday. Let's get it, man. Hit the like button. Hakeem, what up, though? Let's get it, man. Hit the like button if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. So, right, because I want to make sure I take heed, right? And I'm make sure I'm cognizant of everybody's schedule. So let's open up with this, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Lady Di was popping.
Shit like that.
You was ready?
I'm like, yo, give me something to drink.
Yo, I see you. Yo, because Sherelle, you know, I can see everybody in the back. Well, you know, you got control the Aaron channel. I said, open Lady Di.
I forgot when you do that, you about to put somebody on. See, I wasn't thinking.
Word, man.
I knew it was Lady Di, though.
Huh?
I already knew.
You did? Well, you saw a video, right?
Huh? Yeah.
You saw a video, right?
I knew it, yeah. Then I was like, you was like a husband and a wife. I was like, it's Lady Di.
Yeah, Lady man.
Di.
Hi, Sherelle. What's up?
That's what's up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I just had it up. So salute to Lady Di in the building, man. Now, like I said, Lady Di, you were all inclusive with this, right? The video is 24 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
But the one thing that really scuffed my Timbs is her talking about dating a nigga with a 9 to 5 and a Y, right? And now you an H&M shopper, because I guess apparently that's not a good thing or not to what you used to. You know what I'm saying? And then her friend hit her with, is the honey bun in here? Her friend said, when I was down, you ain't do for me. Is that in there too?
No, I didn't put that in there.
Not that part. That's a
I'm not gonna put that in there. No.
Yo, so all right, so let's recap that place. So my bad. Y'all see I'm speeding. Feel me? I've been up since 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? I just got energy for some reason. I just got finished helping my guys load the truck. I don't know. I just been doing a lot. So I'm kind of speeding. Forgive me. You know what I mean? But so one thing that's not in the video essentially is B Simone's friend, the one she's doing the podcast with, was like, yo, I was down and out, right? And you didn't come through for me though. Know what I'm saying? When I was living with my parents, I was kind of broke or poor, whatever she said, homeless, damn near. I think people use homeless way too loosely, right?
Yeah. They mean they don't have a home and they're staying with somebody else. So technically,
yeah, they gotta chill. They be in transition, right? Like it ain't like, I mean, they don't got a pot to piss in, you know? And she was saying it like, and B Simone, what was ill about it, how you know somebody almost so selfish and self-absorbed. She didn't even catch on that the girl was slighting her or checking her or holding her accountable. She's like, yeah, for real. I'm like, she talking about you.
And this is all throughout the video. That is not even just the only part.
Yeah. Word, man. So Lady Di, what? So I had the 4-minute mark, right? Because I was just using things that were kind of pertinent to my overarching point or issue that stands when we're talking about 2053, right? So here's the context. 2053 says if we don't get our shit together, right? Black people, we are going to be a permanent underclass. A permanent underclass. For the first time in history, I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Black women made less money than Latino men, right? And I'm not saying this to be like, see women, right? Because we ain't that much farther up, right? $2,000 different. But I'm just illustrating the point, right? This right here, let me show you guys this, is from like 8-9 months ago, right? Look, Jalen said 2045. Yo, so the median household income, right? So we know it's the middle, right? So there's a whole bunch up, a whole bunch down, right? But look at the graph, bro. We got the sand niggas at the top. Filipino, Taiwanese, Sri Lanka. So it kind of got all them broken down, right? The average American, you got white Americans, 59,000, right? And that's usually, if you guys ever look at a scale, 1 is usually white people. And then it goes up and down, up or down based on,
So
that.
what's the average American?
I don't know. I guess maybe everybody, maybe like, if they average everybody in, yeah, maybe like an all-inclusive thing. But yeah, it says like if we make 86 cents on the dollar, then the dollar is white people, right? Y'all know that, right? Essentially. But look at us though, B. African Americans, 35,000. Now that's a huge gap right there. Hispanic Latinos, 43. Now we know that this is the mean though, or excuse me, the middle number, right? The median. Sorry, not the average, right? But look at this though. And when I'm listening to B Simone talking about she can't date a nigga with a 9 to 5, I'm like, that's 99% of niggas. But I guess my question is, right, and we'll chop her ass up for sure. How many of us thinking like that? Right?
Not many of us.
Go ahead.
Nah.
I'm telling you, it's these unemployed, like that's what we call them on the internet. It's like if you ever really see like streamers or like people in the comments, be like unemployed level 3,500 unemployed people. They got a link in their bio. They trying to be an Instagram model. They trying to blow up on the internet or something like that. Them the main ones talking about, oh, I don't want to be with a 9-to-5er. You go to any 9-to-5 job. Go to McDonald's, the girl on the fries, she messing with the boy flipping burgers. You go to Amazon, they messing around.
Sure, yeah. But really, there's no substance there though. They just having sex with each other. They just putting penises in vaginas. There's no investment there, right? You can't qualify. I'm not saying you can't, but it's hard to qualify. So yeah, people fucking and having babies, but ain't nobody investing because they don't actually see the value. Because the streamer is the person they aspire to be like or to be with or to mimic. So when B Simone says it with that percentage of women that listen to her, she got 6 million followers. They like, yeah, B Simone, me too.
Yeah.
But they should look at her results. She still ain't got no man. Don't no man want her, and she's around rich men all the time. She's around entrepreneurs all the time.
But you talking about Go ahead, right. Go ahead.
A lot of women are not, they don't, from what I can see, because a lot of women will probably be in relationships if they looked at her and say, oh, she's not in a relationship, I'm not going to listen to that. I think they want to be like her or people like her, so they're not thinking about her results. And I think if more people thought about results, then they would have results themselves, and that's not happening today.
Yeah, lady, I had to click on a different site, give you a little bit better frozen face, you know what I'm saying?
I think you need to learn how to do that with me when you posting these videos.
Nah, you good.
Cause you got me with my eyes closed, rolling my eyes. Every time you a hater. I just want you to know that. Get back to the schedule, but you a hater. I just want you to know that. Okay.
Damn. But the mindset, right? And I'm telling you, a lot of shit is really, really not working, you know? And I think I tend to agree. See, Sherelle, I'm not saying you're wrong, but when we're talking about real relationships and the substance of it, like who are they looking at? They're not looking at Denzel Washington wife. What the hell is her name? I forget her name. But you know what I see? You never see her. She be chilling. He always show her love. You know what I mean? She play her role, play her part based on that relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I just see, even like, let's even take Stedman. Stedman do his thing. Stedman got millions of dollars too. But Stedman ain't trying to jump out in front and be, that's not his role. Right? But Stedman, the niggas be shitting on Stedman. Stedman got bread too. Now, you know, he might be on his Trump shit, got it from Oprah, then turned it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is, I'm not even saying eye-opening, right? Because I think I've already known this, but it's just somebody fall after talking so spicy really scuffs my Tim. So, Di, what made you cover this one, man?
Well, I thought she was full of shit, so I was like, let me pull these videos up. And I didn't even pull all of them up because if I started pulling her viral Instagram videos, she would look crazy. But my whole point was just to teach, you know, and inform, right? Because her spending all the money, she's spending a lot of money. She mentioned Bloomingdale's in the video. Bloomingdale's is one of the most expensive stores.
What minute should I go so you can? Because I want to. I mean, is it went back here like this one? This one you mentioned Bloomingdale.
No, go to like 18. Okay.
Oh, this is the MLK shit right here, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that
it's not
memorized
in
the
that
video.
clip. You trying to find what she's talking about, Bloomingdale's?
Well, yeah, go ahead. Just talk. It's all right. We don't got to play it, but go ahead.
Yeah. So she's shopping at expensive stores, first of all. Not saying that you can't, you know, do that when you have money, but see, obviously she doesn't know how to flip her money. She's just spending money because she could shop at Bloomingdale's sometimes, right? You can still have a budget when you have money, but she seemed to shop at there all the time. She's probably acting like Mariah Carey. Back in the day, Mariah Carey would never wear the same outfit, right? So that means that every day or every week she's buying new outfits. Kim Kardashian, I remember back in the day, she said she would never wear the same underwear, right? So she's buying money. She's shopping like that. She's nowhere near Mariah Carey's wealth, and she's nowhere near Kim Kardashian's wealth, right? And now Kim Kardashian got way more money because of, you know, she was with Kanye West and she got kids by him. So she's shopping like these other people, but she don't have money like that. So I feel like her saying, okay, now I gotta shop at H&M. Well, I think you could still shop at H&M when you have money. Just know how to style your clothes better, right? You could put H&M clothes on and maybe wear, I don't know, $1,000 rings or something like that. You could still bring out what you want. But we do shop as a people, for Blacks. We do shop too much. I think everything is more about the looks, you know. You shopping for your looks. So the typical lady, right? You got the hair, the nails, the makeup, and the wardrobe, the shoes, everything, earrings, right? I'm not saying you can't shop and look nice, but I think that we all need to have some type of like limit. Every day you do not need to look like Beyonce. Every day you don't need to be, you know, even be Simone, like she's trying to compete and all this stuff. You don't got to look like that. You don't need to look crazy. You need to make sure that you are clean, right? You well hygiene and all that stuff, but you don't have to look like these people that's on the TV. I think that we should just look, you know, start looking, I would say average, because we're average people. Some of us are average people. So we start looking like that, walking around like that. If you're going to Walmart, shopping at Target, going to Starbucks, and you damn near looking like Beyonce, you look foolish. No one here looks like that. So you just like an outcast, which means you want attention. So I think a lot of Black women buy a lot of material things for attention. And I believe what you were saying earlier is that's what's going to deplete our community. We're not going to have nothing because we're spending money on the wrong stuff. So if you look at it, if we're going to talk about white and Black, Black people, I think we're about 45% of Black people that buy property, have homes, own homes, have a deed, have their name on. White people, I think they're like what, 65, 70% buying property. Buying property to me is something that is going to give you wealth, longevity. So not just the house you live in, because that's one, right? You buy a house, you have equity built, right? Buy more property. That's what's going to give you the generational wealth. Buying hair and nails every week, that shit gonna go in the trash. Even if you buy horsehair I think lasts about a year, and that shit is about what, $200 a pound, I think. Okay, and they be rewashing it and all that stuff to make it stretch for that year. But after that year, it's done. You have no assets. It's gone. So
Jesus.
I'm saying Black people need to buy more things so you can have something to hold. Instead, intangible, tangible. You got to make sure that you understand what that is and work on that. And then if you want to buy your goddamn hair, nails, and makeup, sure, do that, but do that at a limit.
Yeah, no, 100%. And well, Sherelle, do you want to comment or talk that or agree
yeah.
or
I
anything?
mean, I agree. That's why I don't never really see this whole idea of us being broke, being we can't make the money problem. We have a consumerism problem, high consumerism problem. Exactly what she's saying. It's all about it, because you may spend hundreds of dollars on the wig. The wig still has to be installed. That's hundreds of dollars for the wig installed, and it do not last. The glue gonna lift. It look like a screen door 2 days later, I promise. So, but if that's what, like everything, the nails are $400, and I know they like to talk about me because I don't wear the nails and the makeup and the hair and whatever. I just don't feel like that's a lucrative thing to be spending your money on at all, right?
Yeah. No.
So we have to keep up with the Joneses.
My bad.
Right? Because we think we're the trendsetters of the world. So to be the trendsetters, we have to set the trends. So even though H&M is still it's still an expensive store for the average American, she did feel like she needed to keep up with the Kim Kardashians and all of this. When those girls are wearing clothes, they're being paid to wear those clothes. You could wear Fashion Nova every day because Fashion Nova is sending you free stuff, but you want to be at Bloomingdale's. You want to do that. Guess what? They're gonna pay Kim Kardashian to wear high-end brands. Why? Because she's gonna influence people like you who can't afford it, who are gonna go broke trying to afford it. But it's like, I'm thinking all that was common sense. Mm-hmm.
Common sense ain't common. And I want to be clear, right? This is an example for the larger issue, right? That Black people have, right? But the example is pertinent and prevalent right now because this was a hot topic, you see, right? Like if this was 15, 20 years ago, you know who I ought to use? Antoine Walker, right? Who lost all his money, had all those contracts, played for the Celtics and etc. And then bad deals, right? Listening to the wrong people, lost all his money. Big Baby Davis, I think he's sitting in jail now, because we don't be knowing, right? So, and we take the same mindset and we apply it to beauty, we apply it to clothes, we apply it to businesses. What's the first thing a nigga want to open up? A club. Barbershop. Now, barbershops are solid, but you're not going to make $1 million, right? But when a nigga get big money, right? Barbershop, but a lounge, a restaurant, things are super duper difficult, right? Trying to make quick money, getting in these investments. When they tell you you're gonna get 40% return, like how many times, like the dude who's with DJ Envy, how many niggas did they get? Because they think, oh, you're gonna make a 30% flip in 6 months. What? Like, that's not true. It's not
everybody will do it. That's the thing about it. They want it to be easy. But they want it to be easy.
But that's what I'm saying, really. It's the mind, right? We always thinking clip, flip, hustle it, right? Try to get it ASAP. Buying shit that don't have no return on investment, right? Like I could even get with if you buy a Rolex, right? I can understand that that's an asset, right? It's a tangible asset that generally holds its value well, right? So if you buy a $10,000 Rolex, most likely you can sell it for $10,000 10 years later, right? And so when shit hit the fan, you have that as long as you don't bust it down where it still holds its value, right? You can do that with even the bags, a Birkin, one of those. I think the one I've seen there's a thing called like Poshmark. You ever seen that thing?
Mhm.
It like has all like a used stuff. So I was just looking at it one day, just because I'm just looking like, how does this stuff resell, right? And the Louis Vuitton bags resell for pretty good price, right? So if shit hit the fan, you would have these assets. So I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, but half of this baby need to be King Solomon and thrown the fuck out the bathwater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because 2053 is looming. 35,000. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at B Simone, big mouth ass, talking that shit, and now she talking about what, Die? She shame motherfuckers for going to H&M.
Right, like she's still shaming people and she don't even know it.
She's still trying to show people that go to H&M like, oh my God, I gotta shop with the commoners at H&M. Like what?
We gotta play it just in case they didn't hear it. Where am I at, Die? Right here?
Let me.
This
Okay,
1922.
yes,
You need some glasses,
hold
bro.
on 1 second.
Need some glasses.
Nah, I don't need glasses. Okay, so it's at the 1856.
See, Die smart. She knew because I've been asking for timestamps that I was gonna ask again.
Yep.
All right, let me read these and we get it popping. Bino, damn, Bino, you got paid early in the week, huh, Playboy? Salute to my brother Bino in the building, gifted 5 memberships, man. I hope he pulls some of y'all niggas out the clouds, man. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain it and say thank you. Fat Boy was popping. He said, what up, Lady Di? Salute to Fat Boy, just had a baby, 6 pounds, 8 ounces, just got married. He said, fuck the talking points. I don't care if this is my 8th marriage, I'm going to get it done.
Congratulations. And his first kid, his first biological kid.
First kid, that's a fact, bro. Fat Boy with Towns said, tell him he a hater. What?
Yeah, you a hater. You hating on me.
He said, if you don't got no haters, you ain't popping. L.I. with the 20 ball says, salute DJ Hamp and the beautiful lady Sherelle and Mrs. Di. Good to see you. L.I. was goody, my boy. You snuck in the back door yesterday. I seen you, though. Vet was popping. Said, salute Hamp, what up, my G? He said, Rel and Lady Di on the same panel.
Shit like that.
Makes for a good show. Much needed discussion.
Shit like that.
Start the show about finance. That's what I'm saying, man. We staying in that vein, right? It ain't even about fighting, right? It's about examples of a greater issue, right? That we all have, you know? Like, if I have a tendency to buy clothes, I usually don't buy like a bunch of like cheap clothes per se, like what people would consider like cheap, I guess, you know? Like my workout clothes are probably regular, you know? I go to Amazon and get them because you wear them out so much, you know? But now my wife workout clothes, she got like the better ones. I think it's called Aldo. What the fuck is it called? Aloe, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just be, you know, in the gym. My gym don't even got no air conditioner, right? Like, ain't no need to be in there pretty and shit like that.
You had them people. You had the event at a place with no air conditioner.
Yeah, it rained though. It felt if it was decent that day though. Tiff was sweating her ass off, but it was all good. But like I buy like decent clothes, you know, when I buy them though. But I don't be buying clothes every week. You know what I'm saying? All the time. So I think, and then I guess it matters of management. But I also wonder, right? What could I have done as opposed to buying $1,000 pair of shoes? Could that have been reallocated somewhere else? And of course, the answer is yes. But I guess we also got to figure out when is that okay.
But
last point, right, bro? If we go to any high-end place, you know, if we going out to eat, right, balance, whatever we doing, you know, I see all them crackers in there. They all Louis down. You see them? They don't be wearing, like, people be trying to say they be wearing just a bunch of cheap shit. Hell nah, it may be subtle, but it's a Balenciaga shirt with the Balenciaga tag on the bottom right-hand side. And it's just a plain t-shirt. So that's a misnomer for sure, you know? But go ahead. I'm done talking.
Yeah, I was saying that, but even like you saying that at a smaller scale, this girl has had opportunities to make way more money. It's no reason why you should be broke. you should be able to get a financial advisor, and you should be able to get property. You have lump sums of money. So you're saying you're shopping at Bloomingdale's. She's not buying $1,000 pair of shoes. She's buying $15,000 pair of shoes. You telling me you can't find nothing to invest $15,000 into that can bring you money? That's when it gets bad. But that's our superstars. That's our millionaires. Black people don't have a food source, water source, or electric source to just say if we want to walk away from the rest of America and be only solely dependent on us. We don't have that, right? So when we get rich, what do we get? Another clothing line. We're gonna get another clothing brand, or they're gonna make another alcohol for us. Huh? We Ciroc it up. Don't even own the shit. Gonna lie to us and promote it like they own it. So we could be Ciroc boys, and you know what I'm saying. So they give us alcohol, they give us more clothes, they give us more things to buy, but they're
Okay. Yeah, smoke. I'm just saying. No, you're right. Like it just more the glam, you know.
More glam.
I wish they would tell us more about. We're gonna play the video, right? But I got energy for this topic. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Nas, right? Nas invested in Ring Video Doorbell when it was brand new, right? We know Nas don't own Hennessy, right? We always knew that. But Nas the top 5 coolest niggas ever, right? And when he said never stop, never settle, him and Manny Pacquiao, that we know they are marketing Hennessy, right? But Nas got a whole lot of smart investments, $100 million. But that ain't what's on the main screen, like Sherelle said. It's these brands that they don't own, you know? You're right.
How many of them could have bought an apartment complex? That's land.
Right.
That's how many of them could buy neighborhoods and put housing there, teach people first home owner, like, you know what I'm saying, ownership. It don't mean that we don't need the qualifications. It don't mean you just give anybody a home. You know what I'm saying? But you take middle class people who may just need a step up or the literacy. You can do that, and it can still make you money. They don't think like that.
They not, and you know, I see people. They'll buy property. They'll buy commercial real estate. So they'll buy a whole bunch of Starbucks and stuff. But how come we can't be a Starbucks? They got so many copycat businesses out there. No one is creating the new business. The new business model, keeping up with the trends. Amazon took over almost all the consumers. How they having all their products and stuff on the shop. I don't even got to go to the store no more. Honestly, I could just shop on Amazon. How come we're not creating those things to make our generational wealth? Also, she mentioned about liquid cash that's coming up in this video. So people say, "Oh, I'm worth about $2 million," but how much money, how much income are you bringing in? Because it's two different things. How much income are you actually having? What is your liquid cash? Because she probably didn't have that much. But because her network probably is, at that multi-million-dollar status, she thought she was doing something. So like Sherelle was saying, how come you don't have a financial advisor? And a good one? Because some of those financial advisors that work with the celebrities, they be taking their money. So where's your trusted financial advisor? It could be her. She don't even have to hire somebody. She needs to learn it. I think we give too many business to everybody else, except how come we are not learning it first? So nobody can't take your money. You should know all about this. You should be well known on finances 101. There's more to it than that. But none of us are like doing that. I feel like we just here, you do it for me. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna make this money over here. But you need to keep your money. So you need to learn your shit first and then go, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
No, 100%, man. That you're 100%. There was something you said that jogged a thought in my mind, but it just slipped. It just slipped my mind. So let's play this just so we can get the content. Oh, she's like, I'm used to having a certain amount of money in my account. I'm used to seeing, right? So money was just coming in. She like, as long as I'm at that number, I'm cool. You could buy one house and be a millionaire, right? Because the house has worth. And that's your asset, right? Most people's millionaire status is tied up in assets, right? But you can't sell it for the same thing. That $1 million price tag, if you sell it for that, what is the equity, right? How much have you paid down to get? I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit. Let's play this.
Been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to 8.
Oh no.
And everything. Probably a better person as far as what she says out of her mouth. She's going to think before she speaks. And I think that we all should do that. But let's go to the next clip.
It's just my finances. Like, The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
That's what's trending right now. She's talking about her finances. She doesn't have the liquid cash and all of that. But that's what you get for talking about people, right? You're going to have moments, dark moments where things are going to happen and it's going to hit you hard because you weren't appreciative of your life or anybody's life around you. You have to watch what you say. You have to always consider others, because when you don't consider others and you put people behind you, then some things are going to happen to you. Okay. So you have to make sure that whatever you say, whatever you do, is in the best interest of you and the best interest of the next person.
Yeah. And this part, right? And we hear this shit. Right? The thing that gives me the most cause for pause is we don't got no marriages. We don't got no relationships. We don't have a bunch of generational wealth to pass down and shit like that. You know what I mean? And this part just doesn't resonate well with me because what she says here aligns with what Lady Di just said. And is H&M bad?
No.
H&M is expensive. Y'all been H&M?
Like how Sherelle mentioned rainbows. Like rainbows, you could buy a shirt for $2-3. Like it's like, you know, but H&M is a little bit quality more than that.
Yeah,
rainbow clothes don't last that long.
No, I'm saying when I walk by there, it looks nice.
3 times the price.
Yeah, when I walk by there, all the shit in H&M look nice to me. All right, let's look at this.
Rainbow clothes look nice.
I hate rainbow. It smell like mothballs in rainbow.
How you know what mothballs smells like?
I move old people for a living.
Oh, yeah.
It just depends on what your purpose is. You should make sure that all of the days that you live is you look at it in a positive manner. Don't look at it as negative. If you look at your life as negative, then it would just be negative. And also, you know, this is what happens when you talk bad on people. She was talking bad about men who work 9 to 5. Well, this is what's happening for her. She talked about people's lifestyle, even bums, you know, people who live out on the street. You could look at them and say they don't have any money, but don't look at them and look down on them. Everybody could be out on the street. Anybody could not have money. You have to look at life as opportunity and chance. But let's get into the next clip.
Sure, he can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like
he
can't
like,
clock in and clock out.
No.
So she doesn't want anybody to clock in or clock out. But honestly, no matter what job you're working at, you're clocking in and clocking out. It's just a different.
Now let me ask a question. Let's say I play devil's advocate, right? Maybe she's talking about this. I feel so corny about to say this shit. Maybe she's talking about lifestyle. If you clocking in and out 9 to 5, you can't get up and go whenever whenever time calls, you know. As an example, there's one particular department in Capital One in the corporate office where I think it's most of the corporate. They don't have a cap on PTO. So you can take as much PTO as you want to. But you have assignments, tasks, and things that you have to get done because you get paid for time, not production. Or you get paid for production, not time. Right? So is she harping on 9 to 5? He's not some boss, that bullshit. Like doctors and lawyers don't clock in, like work for somebody. They literally clock hours, you know? Or is she talking about, you know, that lifestyle won't match hers?
She talking more of the lifestyle.
Okay.
So yeah, the one that's clocking in 9 to 5, like you said, they're not mobile. They can't move around as much. So she's more talking about that. But at the end of the day, it's all the same to me. And I know I said that in the clip. So it's the same. So I think she mentioned, you know, if she get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I want him to be able to be okay with that or come to. But see, if you get another entrepreneur just like yourself, he's gonna be waking up at 2:00 in the morning. He's gonna be gone. It's gonna be the same thing. You ain't gonna see his ass either. So it's kind of like, I mean, I get what she's saying. I do feel, when it comes to if you guys are both working, having a job that's similar, sometimes it is better when, the careers match because everybody understand each other. It won't be a fight. But sometimes having the same job can be bad too because y'all all not going to be around. It's going to be hard to match schedules and, oh, I'm free this time. When are you free? It's going to come to the same conclusion and she's not going to be happy regardless.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, I understand that take. Relly, what you think?
Yeah, it's about the lifestyle thing, but I don't think they really understand entrepreneurship. They have a lens that they look at it, and women like B Simone. It's not always about what you want, because if what you want don't want you, you're just fighting a losing battle in the first place. Because most men who have the entrepreneurship, they may want the same thing as you. You're saying, I want that free time. You know what they'll do? They'll get a woman who can just be on their time, or switch women out who can be on their time. And they can do that because it's a man. And if he say, oh, I don't want my wife to work, I just want her to move around and be my assistant, then she can do that. But that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a boss. A boss don't want to be your assistant and be on your type of time. He's a man. Even if he does work for himself, that don't mean he's going to be going around moving with you. He's going to still be in his own world that's going to always be bigger than your world.
Yeah. No, real shit. That's the thing. It's not a good blend and a good mix, And I said this before. Like, if you want men that are high earning and hustling, it's not going to go how you think it's going to go. It just not. It's not going to be seamless. It's going to be more difficult than you give it credit for, right? Just because you don't have to work and etc. But there's a real give and take, right? There's a whole lot that you have to give in that how you say circumstance, and that's slightly off topic, but just saying, right? But what you put out in the earth is generally what you get back, right? The conduct talking spicy, as soon as the shit hit that fan for you, because it does for all of us, there's so many less people there to be like, yo, you all right? You need help? I got you. Right? And that's what happens. Well, and then the Martin Luther King stuff don't help, but not to focus so much on her, but she's just a tangible example. Let me just show y'all this one thing. Lady Di, I know you gotta go and shit. You got all them kids. You know what I'm saying? But this is, and we talk about generational curses, right? This is the modus operandi in the Bible. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, start at verse 10. I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. Right? We've been doing this shit for a long time. I decked thee also with ornaments. I put braces upon thy hands and a chain on thy neck. And I put a jewel on thy forehead and earrings in thine ears and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou was exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. We've been doing this shit for a long fucking time, bro. But now these curses, man, if you can afford the drip, right? A penny saved is a penny earned, right? I hope a penny spent is a penny saved. Like, battle yourself and see what we could get, man. But we've been decked out for a minute. That's a fact, though. Hey, Lady Di, man, hell of a segment. Any final thoughts before you skedaddle?
Well, I hope everybody's paying attention because this conversation is needed. We're talking about finances. Everybody needs to, make sure their finances are in order and all that. Make sure you guys watch the rest of that video. There's more to it. And that's about it. I'll see y'all later, though.
That's a fact, though. We see Di later.
Great to have you.
Nice to see you, girl.
All right, Di, see you in a minute.
All right.
Easy. Salute the lady die, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. My brother T leaves in the building with the $10. Says, I'll admit I have a car problem. In 8 years, I had 6 cars and 2 motorcycles. I've learned my lessons. LOL. It's out of my system, but I had to learn, and now I can tell people what not to do. Hell yeah, bro. And I think one thing that if a thing is habitual, it's never out your system. I think, and I learned that a lot, man. And I admire the people who have beaten, in my standpoint, alcoholism and things of that nature. But if you ask them, they say, I'm an alcoholic, present tense. I've been sober for 10 years. You'd be like, wait, what? Right? It's almost like cognitive dissonance, but indeed it isn't, because it's a daily fight, you know? So I just keep on working, man, to maintain it and form different habits as much as you can. And there's a whole lot of things that appreciate, you know? There are certain cars that appreciate, but them cars cost. But you just got to know what's what and when's when, you know what I'm saying? And when is the right time, for sure, man. Salute. Now, this is will feel, and I'm saying feel like a bit of a transition, but we're not going too far, hopefully, although we do have to mind through this because it's so pertinent to yesterday's show, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Tiff, what's poppin'?
Hey, Tim. Hey, really, Real. How are you?
What's up with you?
Not much. What's up with you?
Everything's everything, man. I seen your face making faces in the back. You had something to say?
No, that was a wonderful segment.
Indeed, I agree.
I have one thing to add to it.
Hurry up, nigga, because that's not how news work. It usually go.
See what I'm saying? Starting to be a hater again.
Go ahead. I
know she's like Simone is trying to be like a Christian, and she left spirituality. She was like more like a crystal girl or whatever. But that's just a lesson of stewardship. A lot of times we're not good stewards of what we have, and we don't appreciate what we have. And a lot of times that's the way you can lose it, because we continuously ask God for more things. We don't appreciate or take good stewardship over the things that we're already blessed with.
Yo, I'm like God for shit, man. You're right, bro. Your man, Tiff.
What?
Your man sitting right next to you. You see him?
I see the president. I see 45 and 47.
Now, he was cussing and all that on live TV?
He was.
What he said?
He was like, you know, neither one of these countries, they've been at war for a very long time, and neither one of these people know what the fuck they're doing. He gave us a spin. And bro went for the. I said, "Oh, you big mad, sir? You didn't know this is what they do, dummy. They've been doing this for 30 years. But okay, bless up. He's fired.
So what? All right, let me play this real quick.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. It's ridiculous. I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either.
He talking shit, though. He talking his shit, though.
He is pissed.
He mad as hell. Hold on, is this the clip where he say the F word?
Yep, keep going. He's right about it.
All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be successful. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Do you believe that Iran is open to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land, I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
The president.
Yo, he was talking that talk, wasn't he? What you think, man? So Tiff, edify me on this. Edify. Sherelle might know, so I'll speak for myself. Did the ceasefire? Was it signed? Did everybody agree? What happened though?
So, yes and no. I think what happened, and one of the things is there was a ceasefire. I think it probably got a bit overzealous because the Prime Minister of Israel came out and said there's no ceasefire. Of course, why heads of states are talking via X or Twitter, I don't know, but nevertheless, press forward. He said, "No, we ain't signed nothing." 2 or 3 hours later, he comes back and he's like, "You know what? Aha, we signed." Well, then Israel came out and it was like, "There's no peace treaty." And then about 4 or 5 hours after that, it was like, "Aha, now it's a deal." So then he came out and, if you go to Truth Social and look at the post that he was doing, because he wants his Pulitzer Prize moment. He wants that moment of Obama being in the war room. So this was gonna do it. He was ready. He did what nobody could do. It wasn't a solid hour. A solid hour. Like, sir.
Wait, a solid hour what?
The peace treaty did not hold 1 hour.
So who shot first? Israel?
I believe it. I don't want to misspeak. No, it would have. I don't want to misspeak.
What you mean? What do you think? Well, I'm not saying 100%, but what do you think? Who shot first?
I'd say Israel.
Oh, so Israel claimed that Iran shot first.
Yeah, I mean, did they shoot? Well, they were under a peace treaty, but they also wasn't that a response? We bombed them.
So what you think about how Trump handled it? So he had it in place. They disagreeing. Them countries going to do what they're going to do. What does that mean? So it seemed like he was doing the right thing though.
At this point, I think that he did what he needed to do for whatever alliance he has with Bibi. At this point, you need to focus back on America. You did a strike, whatever else is going on with them. Israel is a sovereign country. They need to protect themselves. If they want to go to war, you go to war. You played your hand. We see, no.
Yeah, let them go to war.
We cannot be the policeman of the world. We have way too many things that we need to focus on internally. We need to bring it back in. We need to kind of work on some of the relationships that we have with our allies. Because if we had to go to war right now, I'd be very concerned about who would stand with us, since we've disregarded the 51 state in Canada and pissed Mexico off. Like, we need to bring it in and reset some national things.
What? Do we need somebody to stand with us?
You always need allies.
Like who? Who the fuck? Why? For what? Do we need them niggas?
Yeah.
Canada?
Yes.
Canada have a military?
When they talking about invading Canada?
It's not about military, it's about money. And what they're seeing right now is, if you look at the tourism numbers and where the decline is, especially within places like Vegas and Florida, it's Canadians that are not coming here. They are the biggest tourists that were here, because you don't have to do a lot of traveling, and we speak the language. It's one of those things. Miami is having a hard impact because our tourism right now shot to shit. Like, we have things we need to do here. They don't. Once they both broke the treaty, we're free. We're out of it. Y'all got it.
Canadians ain't coming to the U.S.
Huh?
I mean, well, what are they doing in Canada?
They refuse to come here. They're not coming here. They would come to Miami and different places. If you look at
Drake
this,
always here.
huh?
That Drake always here.
Girl, you
VetLife got a question for you. VetLife with a 20 ball said, no, Tiff wrong. Let me ask you a question, Tiff. What does Trump do right in your book? Every time I see you speak on it, it's always his fault. Israel is the issue. How is he the dumb one? By the way, no one wants smoke with the USA.
So let's work this out. What I will say is this: Trump had a pattern of saying, in 2 weeks we'll do this, in 2 weeks we'll do this, in 2 weeks we'll do this. To the point to where when he said in 2 weeks, I think it was a good strategy because when they did attack, nobody saw it coming. So in that regard, I will give him that. I also think that he's a very good salesman. I think he cannot deliver on the things that he sells. Now, there was a second part?
No, that was his question. Like, what does he do anything good?
Mm-hmm.
I just in terms of the energy in that video, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you're supposed to say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just wonder what's next. I mean, what do you think that says that they disregarded his peace treaty?
I think that I sent you a link. If you look in the back, if you hit the first link and see what BB's been doing, I think that it would help a lot.
Who?
BB Netanyahu, the Israel. You'll see it.
Is he the Jew president or something? Jewish president?
He's the Israel president.
Oh, Israeli president.
Yes.
Jewish president. Okay. Okay. What's he been doing though? While I try to get to it.
It's a pattern. You know what it reminds me of? Talking points.
What you mean?
You'll see.
I don't know. It just brought up AI over like AI thing.
No. There's a YouTube. Go all the way up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 links. So the very first link.
Okay. Hold on. 3, 4. Okay.
We heard this line before.
Iran has never given up its quest for nuclear weapons and the missiles to deliver them.
That's because Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying this for more than 30 years, claiming Iran is close to having
nuclear weapons, atomic bombs.
In 1992, as a member of parliament, Netanyahu addresses the Knesset. He says, within 3 to 5 years, we can assume that Iran will become autonomous in its ability to develop and produce a nuclear bomb. 3 years later, in his book Fighting Terrorism, he repeats the same time frame, 3 to 5 years.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Fast forward to 2002. Netanyahu testifies before a U.S. congressional committee actively calling for the invasion of Iraq.
Are there any other nations that you would recommend that the United States launch preemptive attacks upon at this point?
The two nations that are vying, competing with each other, who will be the first to achieve nuclear weapons, is Iraq and Iran.
The invasion happens months later. No weapons of mass destruction are found in Iraq. This is a fragment of a 2009 U.S. State Department cable released by WikiLeaks. Netanyahu tells members of Congress that Iran is 1 or 2 years away from being capable of developing nuclear weapons.
They're online.
It's 2012, and Netanyahu is holding up his infamous cartoon bomb at the UN General Assembly.
By next spring, at most, by next summer, at current enrichment rates, they will have finished the medium enrichment and move on to the final stage. From there, it's only a few months, possibly a few weeks, before they get enough enriched uranium for the first bomb.
And now, 33 years after Netanyahu's first so-called imminent warning, Israel attacks Iran.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year.
That's despite the U.S. Director of National Intelligence saying Iran isn't building a nuclear weapon months earlier.
Iran lied.
But for Netanyahu, The slogan has been the same for decades. Dmitry Medvedenko, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe.
He just seemed like a lying ass nigga. Like, who the fuck care with that? Like, I'm so tired of Israel. Like, who the fuck? Like, why did they get so much help? Why we gotta? I guess maybe because it's a stronghold for us, essentially in the Middle East. Us meaning United States. But he been lying for 30 years. But now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, nigga.
What'd you say about the census?
Cause when Trump say fuck Israel, I don't want to hear y'all listen. Nigga, he the president right now. So all you niggas that vote, if he doing the right thing, y'all gotta give him his just due. Even if you don't like him majority. But we've been shipping a whole lot of money over there. And we got a whole bunch of homeless people and homeless veterans everywhere.
If you look at the cost of the military parade, had he put that money into the Veterans Fund, it would have fed, I want to think it said every veteran for 4 months.
Yeah, I'm saying if he say what he's supposed to say, what y'all gonna say? Now, I'm not even asking really. I think she followed the Bible, so I don't think she. But
you already know. You already know.
So you niggas doing all this voting, right? And he said, "Yo, the hell with this shit. We ain't shipping no money over there. I got 3 more years left. Them motherfuckers ain't listening. They don't know what the fuck they doing verbatim, right? Quote, end quote." And he said, "You know what? You know how you do a hyperbolic statement. I'm pulling funding. Now, whether he can or not is one thing. But I'm just saying, if he say the right thing, what y'all gonna say?" Go ahead, Tiff. You on mute. It's a broadcast. You got 350 people in here. Me and Israeli been cooking. Lady Di was cooking. We don't need no silence. Silence is deafening on the broadcast.
I'm not trying to be silent. I'm trying to be mindful. I think it would depend on what the orders are. If the right thing depended upon what was said.
What you mean? He said what I said.
I would trust that if you're saying something, you would have verified it, and that would give it. I'd be willing to check it out, but I think you should be curious about what anybody says anyway. Even if the orders.
This is the problem, Sherelle. See, this is why this loops us back in, man. We are crabs in a barrel. We just been doing the same shit over and over, allowing any trend to manipulate us, right? And so once we get on that trend wagon, we can't get off it, even if it's bullshit. I'm saying so for instance, right? If you guys subscribe to a certain ideology or party, right? Once that party's not in power, it's just like we always trying to find a way to negate or not give credit or credence, right? I could say I don't like somebody, but I could still say, oh, I respect that. That was dope. They did a good job there, even if I don't have a affinity or preference. Right. So he's saying what Americans been saying for 1,000 years. How long we been around? 600 years. And when he finally said, yo, y'all have to say, goddamn right, Trump. Ugly ass orange nigga. You can add any ad hominem after it, but you gotta give him the right, because our people is destroyed, man. We've been manipulated so long. It's like we can't even get off the horse we on.
What horse do you think I'm on? You don't know what political party that I belong to. And because I'm not just a novice, I'm going to legitimately, if he says something and if it sounds appropriate, then I'm going to go do the research, because no, I'm not going to just join on and I'm going to do what I need to do as far as read.
Not about joining. Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay, so now what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
If it's verified, he made the right decision.
You gonna give him his props?
You made the right decision. Now make the right decision for America.
No, wait. Are you gonna give him his props? Is what I'm asking. If he does it,
You did the right thing, sir. Congratulations, Mr. President.
so if he tried to dap you, would you dap him?
Thank you, Mr. President.
You wouldn't dap him. What you think, Sherelle? Damn.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason why I got out of politics. I think black people be fighting each other over some shit that really don't got nothing to do with us. And then we just like, we do take a stronghold to this or that. But Trump do some right shit. Trump was definitely for truckers. When I was driving and shit like that or whatever, it's policies that will go towards if you're a conservative black person or if you're a black person in business. So he do some right shit. So I give him his kudos for this ceasefire. Niggas been 30. That niggas been fighting for 30 years. Niggas don't know what the fuck they doing. Like they just fighting to be fighting at this point.
They just fighting, bro. They just.
That's the average American would say that, right? But you know, Trump is just not politically correct. So he just talks like a regular average American. Like, damn, niggas. Like, that's what he basically saying. Like, nigga, what's the fucking point? Get this shit over with. Like, nigga, too much money, resources, time being spent on the same shit. Nigga, we don't even know why y'all fighting no more. Get the fuck up out of here. That's how they feeling. You see what I'm saying? So I'm with Trump on that because I've been feeling like, what the fuck? All my life. I'm 30.
I mean, I'm
30 though. All my life.
Providing the evidence, it's clear that I am not saying that these people are not at fault, and they've been running schemes and scams for a very long time, to the point to where people will say these people because it, you know, well, let me be quiet. Either way it goes, if this works, I'm never going to be against our president, which is supposed to serve America. If America is served because of his actions, then thank you, Mr. President. If not, I'll be like, I won't be surprised. And I still think his cabinet is trash. This may just be, yeah, it worked out.
Damn, and this is the crux of a lot of stuff, man. We are not. New ideas, right, for our people are hard to come by, man. Once somebody like we can't see the forest through the trees and so much stuff that we deal with.
That's fair to say, but also when people show you who they are, believe them. When people show you who they are, believe them. So I don't have to feel like I'm not receiving new ideas. I don't have to feel like I'm stagnant. What I can say is the behaviors that he's demonstrated since he's come down the aisle in 2016 to me have been abhorrent and abnormal. I think initially the first time that he ran, he was very new. He was very much say certain things. He was very straightforward and he came in and he won. I'm not taking that from him. He had a good cabinet, all of the things. I'm not even like, I don't understand why people did it again, but the other party is an app. Both of these people, none of these people, they don't care about us. Hakeem Jeffrey was hawking a book today. Like, both of these people are lying. Neither people, they're not invested in this. It's some bullshit. I don't want to see Chuck Schumer give me 10 strong fucking words. I don't want to, neither one in that. Nobody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Sherelle, don't let me rant.
Yeah, I understand, Tiff.
It's like,
niggas don't like Trump.
It's not about not liking him.
Niggas don't like Trump.
No, because you have people like Fantastic that they love him. It's black men that love him. I'm sure they're black. Well, Candace Owens at one point, like,
I'm just saying, like, majority, because we got as a majority. We know what we at. Majority of niggas don't like Trump. He a dickhead a lot of times, but hey, you trying to build a new regime. He disrupting some shit, and we all know that if we trying to get some shit gotta die. So look like he's playing his role as the destroyer. If you in your book, you know this is supposed to happen. So it's like,
yeah. See, I don't
emotionally involved in it.
Yeah, sure. I don't care about, like, you know what I mean, them. But when I hear some shit that's supposed to be said, I could nod and be like, that's good shit. You've been fighting for 30 years, making no headway. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's a fact, though. Like,
nuts. So did you get when I said talking points? Like,
no, it's not nuts. It's true. Like Shirley said, yo, that's what most niggas say. If we just talking at the crib and all that, chilling, whatever, y'all country niggas play spades and shit. Boom. I don't know what the fuck, right? Literally, that's what niggas be saying. But when y'all start gambling on spades, y'all be wilding. But before y'all get there, this how we talk about politics.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, yo, come on, man, like, you know, but
I will say this: if we continue to have political education and learn how to form a pack, and with that pack of people that we trust, it's something where we can, I think, manipulate the system, because we see it can be manipulated, as Fantastic said yesterday. Team manipulation. The win is a win.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Salute to Tiff in the building, man. Tiff, thank you for helping us baseline this one, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if they got any questions for you, Tiff, in the chat real quick. I don't think so, but just look at Li. Okay, Li said, my president. Damn, but yeah, I think like Sherelle said, most black people, I don't know if most black people riding with Trump just based on the voting numbers, you know?
We didn't, in mass, it was no support from him. I think that 92% of black women and 80% of black men voted for him.
There was way more black men who don't like Trump too. As much as we wanted to blame black men, 80% ain't gonna stand against us. Black men was voting.
We voted a higher rate, Sherelle. So 80%, that's astronomical. Everybody,
I think it was damn near 90. No, I think it was 90.
But they do at a lower rate, so that the lift is just because of in mass. But
she's saying like 100 black women voted, like 100 black women voted, 50 black men voted.
Mm-hmm. But they did. I think overwhelmingly, you know, hey, the election was in November. He is our president. We have to stand behind our leader, and he's who won the election. He's who we have to. That's our president. There's a level of respect and reverence that whether you like him or not, he holds that office.
Mm-hmm.
And if your win didn't win, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That life with the $5 says, now, HAMP, when have Tiff ever been silent? Love you though, Tiff. Hell of a question, HAMP. Thank you, my brother. L. Nick was goody. My brother L. Nick's in the building, been a member for 1 month. Said, with us, it's still feelings over facts. Yeah, man, our feelings really
but
get to it.
The facts. So I'm in my feelings, but I'm gonna roll with the facts. I can hold my feelings and say logically, this is where we're going. I don't have to like it, but this is where we're going.
Smooth with the $5 says, yo, HAMP, what do the Hebrew Israelites have to say, or better yet, doing regarding Israel? Example, creating propaganda against Bibi. Who's Bibi?
The president in Israel.
Netanyahu guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we don't really focus on that, man, because we know everything is prophesied, you know. But I think we hinge a lot of this type of shit based on Psalms 83. So it'll let you know who the enemies of the Most High are, right? And then Psalms 139 and 21, David, who's a man after God's own heart, says, I hate, he's like, don't I hate them, O Lord, that hate you? He says, yes, I hate them with a perfect hatred and count them my enemies. So ain't nothing to carry out. We just waiting, just doing the work, waking up brothers and sisters into the truth, man. So we all be banded together when shit get real. You know what I mean?
Now I will say this: if it get real and I see you and Sherelle, I ain't got no questions. I'm following.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man. Tiff. All right, where's this nigga at? I appreciate you, man. Any final thoughts regarding what what you got, what you heard, the Trumpster, the ceasefire. Can you just button it up for us? You know what I mean? That way people have a synopsis on what we just discussed if they just join in the stream. Salute to the 361 people in the building.
Donald Trump went in. He did go within good faith. He had an agreement. They did not follow it. We believe that Iran struck first, but President Trump did have a treaty. Both of the parties did not honor it, and at this point, we will wait to see what the president decides to do. And if you have family in overseas, we're praying for our servicemen. We thank you for the servicemen and for the families that are doing service with them as well. Thank you to the troops, and God bless y'all.
Yeah, man. Word. Hey, Tiff. Good shit, man. We'll see you later. I'm gonna send you the link for later. All right. Easy. Everybody wearing black, man. I gotta start wearing more black, man. Like, share, subscribe. Oh shit. Yeah, one question for Tiff. Oh no, I think Smooth had a statement. Smooth says, respectfully, you are saying all this stuff about both politicians are lying and don't care about us. Okay, so now what? How do we use these lying ass politicians to get what we want? Spoof, I apologize. I didn't see your question. I would say that one thing that really resonates with me that Tiff has said in the past, I've heard her, Rilla, and Aaron say it the most. Local government, we don't even know who's who and what's what, and I think, I think they have, in most places, they have like aldermans. You guys have that in Louisiana? Aldermen's, precinct.
We a major city. We have mayors and
no, 100%. You got the mayor, but then you have like people who have the districts.
Yeah, they got districts all around, like Eric Num. Well, I'm naming people. Yeah.
ANC commissioners, and there's a lot of things that are being voted on right in proximity to you that don't have anything to do with the entire city. In DC in the 7th district, as an example, every second Thursday, it was either second Thursday or Tuesday, you would go and meet with the police, right? And they had a meeting every second or third Tuesday. I forget which one it was. And you can go talk about your concerns and et cetera, so on and so forth, see who's actually policing you, but we are uninvolved in so many things. We allow things to happen to us and not for us.
Yeah. That's where you have your most control. Before I used to be in politics, but once I moved to Texas, I stopped because I was more of local. I know like it gets bigger when we get to the president and all this extra stuff, but that's actually the time you should be more focused on local things. Like who's going to be your DA? Who's, what I'm saying? We need to know who's going to be on this prosecutor. Are they going to be tough on crime? Stuff like that. You need to be knowing like who's over the district, each school district where your children are going to school, who's the president, shit like that. Like local stuff you can really affect because you can go to City Hall. These people be in their office. You can touch these people.
Yeah,
right. You probably never get to see the president, but you can touch your local people.
Yeah, and somebody said it. Who said it? I'm 100 said it in the chat. Stop ducking jury duty. You have to try to get on the jury, right? You can make a change, make a difference. You could save somebody's life. You could save somebody some money. I just had jury duty, but neither one of the parties showed up, so they gave me credit for the full day. You know what I'm saying? But I lost my damn jury card. I don't even know how much money was up there. But do jury duty, bro. Like, you got to. Yeah, hold on one second. So, hold on, my bad, Cheryl. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, 1 second. Smooth with the $5 says, HAMP, did you just give a biblical statement of we gonna be on the sideline chilling and talking about the Bible? Please correct me if I'm wrong. No, man. I said we identify who's who and what's what, right? And we represent the Most High with all vigor, But our key, right, is to pull our people in and wake them up to the bullshit around them, right? There's a whole lot of empowerment when you have community. There's so many times when people be, street teaching and et cetera, and people can't believe the organization and discipline that the men have, When you could literally walk up, and if there's brothers on the side, they're not gonna respond to you. You could berate them and all that, it doesn't matter, right? And they've never seen that type of order and diligence from a bunch of black men, right? So it destroys the stereotypes, right? So that's the key, waking people up to what's happening and then showing them, hey, Babylon, don't be surprised. It already tells us this in Revelations, right? Revelations 2:9, right? Them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Revelations 3:9, them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Right? So we be knowing this stuff. So when we show them, they be like, holy shit, I did not know. Yeah, come on. Right? Come eat some clean food. Stop eating that pork.
I had lamb last night.
That lamb, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Now, this made me sad right here, bro. You know, this made me sad because I'm looking at it and it's just like, damn, yo, what are we doing as people, right? As we stay on this line, right? Just try to understand 2053 is coming. How you do anything is how you do everything. I tend to say that a lot, right? And when I look at the obesity rates for our people, right, Sherelle? We ain't doing good. Now, we can say our country's fat, right? You agree? Our country's fat. So that's the baseline right there, right? So now that we know the country's fat, just because I'm less fat than the white men and I'm less fat than the Latino men, right? And the Asian men are just naturally smaller, right? That don't mean I ain't still, you see, right? So we always say we less obese than them, but they obese. That's the point. And black men are 40% obese, almost 37%, right? So yeah, we're doing better than them by a few percentage points, right? Black women, 72% obese, I think. What is it? I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat, right? Like, so as a community, as a people, we the most obese, I think. How you do anything is how you do everything, you know? And so that type of lazy, because that's what I know we have genetic makeup and etc., right? That can have an effect, but overwhelmingly we got to do better, right? Our foods we eat, how we consume, the restaurants that we have in our neighborhoods. You know, in Washington, D.C., 7th district, right? There was not one sit-down restaurant in an entire ward, essentially. No sit-down restaurants with the exception of Denny's. In an entire ward.
Denny's?
With the exception of Denny's, there was none. Then we finally got a
place.
Yes. And we finally got a solid tie. Solid tie.
What is that?
You know, it's solid Thai food, basically. Whatever I don't know what solid mean. But look at this, right? AI overview. Obesity prevalence varies significantly across racial and ethnic groups in the United States. Non-Hispanic Black adults have the highest obesity rates, followed by Hispanic and non-Hispanic whites, and non-Hispanic Asians adults are the lowest, right? According to ScienceDirect.com. These disparities persist even when considering factors like income and education. So regardless of income and education, right? Those things included, we still ranking, right? So even we try to pull it up a demographic, oh, poor people do that. Nah, right? We just have bad habits. Bad habits. When they raided the Walmart, because Walmart said it was moving out of this area in Chicago, everything in the middle was gone. Fruits and vegetables looked like they just shipped them in.
Fresh fruits and vegetables. That's because they get a produce truck every day.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Right. Trying to help my people out. Look, I used to drive for Walmart. They get a produce truck every day, and they come at 4:00 in the morning. So that's why I was fresh in there.
So this part, right? Let me show you guys this just to give you some context, man. T-Rex, you know, I wanted to see if I could get a battle rapper, you know, in such short notice. Let me give you guys a little context here, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm drinking this water. I gotta pee. Hit that like button right now.
So young. Don't ever shave your face again.
Under my own conditions and my own commission. No, I don't need no permission. Besides, I hate having co-defendants. He gonna come home to a missing wife and broken dishes, ransom no kitchen, call this number, no cops, or she gets it. I'll kill this bitch before I go to prison. He start barking on the phone like, if you lay one finger on my, shut the fuck up. You are in no position. The Navy SEAL team is Nigga, no more practice. This is a real thing. Other ratchets. High school drill team. And all my
motherfucking ass beat on camera in New York after your battle against Flames by a nigga named Rain. They guess they put you up and put you out. That's real fucking lame. And the fact that you from CT, I'm a motherfucking shame. You ran up with your hands down. I must have thought it was a game. You gave me your face on the silver platter, and that motherfucking ate. So fuck this battle. Show me how you square up, nigga. Cause that motherfucker punch you out your head cut, nigga.
I like that.
Kind of look like you, huh?
What? I shoot you the head up, nigga. Your hands is unemployed. You should have waited for the headbutt, nigga. Keep your head up, nigga. But that's all I can fucking say. Yes, you lived to get knocked the fuck out another day. But I gotta talk to your team, Tone. Cause I feel like those the scared ones when you go OT. Yo, nigga, ain't no fair ones. Who would you to say with the next man capable of? For instance, my nigga probably would have started shaking him up. You never know when a nigga got hate in his blood, he ready to die. Nigga ain't patient enough. You catch a fair one in head, you crazy as fuck. You in Middletown, ain't no more saying you tough. You little dumb motherfucker. You little young motherfuckers.
Talk to him like fuck the audience. Like, what's up? You bitch ass pussy. Why the fuck was you talking shit? All that social media shit, nigga. I know that that's nothing. So lax it. If I off this shit, nigga, I will have your ass running. See my overhead bars. My overhead bars legit. You get a lot of crowd reaction. Apparently, your bars don't go as overhead as you thought they did. Bang. Why did you change your voice? Why don't you just talk like this? Why the fuck do you talk like that? What the fuck are you? Robot and shit. Who's your favorite rapper? Asher Roth and them. Who? Big Sean, Nicki Minaj and shit, in other words. Nigga, you are a bitch. On top of that, he pouted the fact he competing with Witty for battle rap's worst hype man. What's that? Offy shit. This is the fucking prick that be screaming and laughing on some awkward shit. Niggas looking at him like, yo, get off his dick. Look, keep that honky shit at y'all events. Don't bring that corny shit.
I'm trying to wait for this nigga, man, but I'm waiting for him to hit the link. So this rapper here name is The Sabbath. This is a whole clip. It's like 30 minutes long. So he had some pretty big battles and shit like that. Nah, they normally don't be fighting. So I never had one to fight at any of my events, you know. But when I was looking at the
that was Mook. I saw Mook standing next to you.
Yeah, Mook was he came to a few. He hosted that one that you saw. You know what I'm saying? It was we had a good upward trajectory, but that is a lot of work. Like,
you kidding him?
Nah. Nah.
You don't think y'all look alike? The dude rapping is Savage, not Mook.
Oh yeah, it's my brother.
Oh, he's your brother? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm like, why do these dudes look alike?
Oh yeah. So he had some good he had some really good he had a good run too. You know what I'm saying? But just I want him that when he hit the link just to come up talking about the dynamics of it, you know. And T-Rex is an absolute legend in battle rap, you know. I would argue, you know, he top 5, top 7, top 10 of all time. This the guy right here. I play this clip from time to time. Y'all probably seen him. Hold on, let me find it. I don't know if it's still here. I don't know if I still got the clip. Hold on, I want to
Wait, you
find it.
about to tell us who T-Rex is?
Just in case they don't know. I guess it's less important than the overarching point, right? But so here's the event here. And this is called I think this was Gnome. So Gnome is night of main events. So he so this is Gnome night of main events, right? This is the maybe first or second biggest battle rap event each and every year. You know what I'm saying? Summer Madness is probably the biggest, maybe, and then Gnome for sure. So I believe he was main event in verse Geechee Gotti, and then, you know what I mean, this happened right here. Let me see. I gotta restart it. Let me restart it real quick. Hold on. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel grow. What's good? What's popping?
What's popping, man?
It's good, nigga. Where you at? Nana house, nigga? Old ass fan. Where you at?
Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck is you at? You in the playroom?
Nigga, first off, this is my office, nigga. You heard?
That shit look like colors on a motherfucker.
Nigga, it's called a neon light. You got a do-rag on. What year you think it is? You think it's 2000?
I don't give a fuck about that.
You think it's 2000? Big ass t-shirt. Shit me? Now,
what?
Dickhead. So, how hot is it when you on stage rapping against somebody?
It's not hot if you memorize your material.
Yeah, so you already know that ain't one of your strong suits. So when you start, how hot does it get when you can't remember your shit?
You can't even punch back. You can't even defend yourself. That's like you getting beat up. You can't even swing back because you don't know your shit. That's how hot it is.
Do you get a hot flash?
Maybe sort of. I don't know, man. God damn. You're not an artist. You wouldn't even begin to even comprehend the work we put in the bars. You just a host. You just host the battle. That's all you do.
Yo, I'm just saying. That's what we trying to understand. Like, what is the heat from the artist? I'm not an artist. That's why I had you come up here. What's the heat? I mean,
it's not literal heat. You seen Chess, right? That nigga need a bucket next to him when he rap. Because that nigga is liable to throw up anywhere. So it's not like he may be having anxiety or a weak stomach. It may be a multiple things. But I ain't never seen a nigga throw up. I ain't never felt the urge to throw up or faint and have a seizure. You know what I'm saying? But that may be external problems from battle rap. Like, I don't know. Like that's just y'all niggas need to quit.
Was it fun?
Battle rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sports are only fun if you win. Yeah.
What you mean?
I was a winner, nigga. What the fuck I mean? So I can say yeah.
First off, nigga, you only had 1 million chances because of me, nigga. Don't keep it tall, nigga. You only had 1 million chances because of me. All right.
I give you that. But I still killed some niggas. I still stood toe to toe with the best, man. Come on.
I'm just saying though, man. So did you see what happened to T-Rex?
No, I didn't see it like visibly, but I heard about it.
All right, let me show y'all this, man, because it's a bigger issue, man. It's a bigger issue. Rex looks crazy, first and foremost. Rex looks so out of shape. I never really seen nobody look more out of shape than him. Dead ass. He looks so out of shape. I never
That nigga
seen
built
him.
like a peach.
A what?
A peach.
Yeah, he looked real peachy. Like he looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he too short to be this fat.
And he talks shit. So you know when niggas try to say, nah, don't get 2 double cheeseburgers. Rex talks shit, so he don't give a fuck. So he can't nobody tell him nothing. Can't nobody tell him nothing.
You can't tell this nigga nothing. So all right, so look. All right, so here you go. You can see it.
I'm gonna crack your shit again. I'm gonna re-rock it. I'm gonna put the pump on your tongue. I'm gonna re-rock.
And this is not funny. This is something.
It's only take us $1 for them to read about you. You see the reason why they hate my team? That's because they hate my team. I'm organic. They can't put a bunch of battle rappers together to make my team. It took years to recreate my team. So I do crazy shit with a baby on me like ASAP did. Turn him on his side. Turn him on his side. Then I'm gonna crack your shit again. I'm gonna re-rock it. I'm gonna put the pump on your tongue. I'm gonna re-rock it. It's only take us $1 for them to read about you. You see the reason why they hate my team? That's because they hate my team. I'm organic. They can't put a bunch of battle rappers together to make my team. It took years to recreate my team. So I do crazy shit with a baby on me like ASAP did. Turn him on his side. Turn him on his side.
Mid verse, yo. So they said he had a seizure, and they were speculating he had a heat stroke, but I think it was a seizure. I think that's what they landed on, and I think he doing okay in the hospital and etc. But I never heard. No, he ain't died. But I never heard of Rex having like prone to seizures or anything like that. But yo, how we eat, man, how we treat ourselves is diabolical, man. He been rapping what, 20 years now? Yeah, 22 years. And that's what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? We really gotta, when I look at 2053 and I look at all, this was my bad. This was 3 days ago. 3 days ago, man. Yep. The drugs, the drinking, the bad habitual food habits. You know what I'm saying? Fast food. How you do anything is how you do everything. And I'm going to tell you that weight don't come off as easily as you get older, man. We be pre-diabetic like a motherfucker, but we don't go to the doctor enough to know it. Multivitamin, 1 a day. Yo, taking 30, 60, 90 days off, even from drinking. You'd be surprised if, you may be surprised about the results in terms of your body feeling different, all the less sugars and shit, but 2053 is coming, and a lot of this shit has a lot to do with it, man. What we buy, what we eat, how we comport ourselves, how we conduct ourselves. What are we doing as a people to try to circumvent that? So this right here, if you can read it, and I could send this to y'all, right? So the far left is the meal plan itself. This is from a great trainer, like a fantastic trainer. If you could see it, I could send you guys this slide. And then here's the carb sources. So you follow either one of those options, right? You eat 4 times a day. Either one of those options, option 1 or option 2, right? And the only sources of carbs that you can have whenever it says you can have carbs is sweet potato, navy beans, so on and so forth, right? Those are the carbs that you can have. Protein sources, you can see it right here. Chicken breast, chicken thighs, right? So you don't see wings up there, if I'm not mistaken. You know, there's a few different types of fish, but it's very lean, you know. The veggies, here's the veggie sources that you can eat only. And then I had to condense it a little bit, but here's all the fruit sources that you can eat. So there's a decent amount of stuff up here. But you follow this regimen. I know someone who lost, what did he lose? 70 pounds in like 8 months. From January till now. He was 255 pounds. Now he's 185. So how many pounds is that? 65 pounds? Now he followed this to the T. He also cut out salt. So in his seasonings, he didn't use any salt. He used the unsalted seasonings, you know? He used the unsalted seasonings, and those really don't have a lot of taste. What he did do, he used a little bit of hot sauce, you know, and what he did a lot of was the lean turkey, the 93% lean turkey, along with the beans. And then, you know, he cut up the like broccoli or something in it and made it like a mix, you know, like made it like a slop, so to speak. You know, RYO means red, yellow onions. So, you know, red, yellow, orange. So you could use those different, like you use the natural seasonings, you know what I'm saying? So peppers, onions, etc. To go into that. But 2053 is, again, we are, and if y'all care for this, I could send it to you, you know. But yeah, the workout regimen matters for sure. He works out a lot. There's a workout regimen, but I would say, man, if you just starting out, if you could do 30 minutes, start at 20 minutes, do 30 minutes on an incline as high as you can go. On the Stairmaster, man, that does a lot of work, right? A lot of work for you, you know, just to get yourself going, because a lot of people don't even know what to do. Yeah, sir, no shrimp for sure, but this is just what he had on the list, you know. Yeah, Unk be streaming the beans make you feel full too, you know, make you feel full. So if y'all want this, I can send it to you. You know, I'll post it again and again. But this is important, man, because 2053 don't just happen to us just because of money, right? It's conditioning, it's what we do, how we do it, you know, the things that we gravitate to, and etc. Really make a difference, man. So I don't know. Beans are important. I like making like little mix, you know. So nah, the beans ain't gonna make you shit all crazy. But yeah, man, just a couple things, man. Be Simone, the money, you know, how you gotta ebb and flow. The things that we buy, the things that we love, the things that we buy into, what we invest in, you know. You're not gonna date a man with a 9-to-5. We understand lifestyle, but I think we have to have some real tangible understanding of what we're gonna be able to maintain as a people. You know what I'm saying? And shit be funny till it ain't, right? T-Rex was in the middle of rapping and had a seizure, and he'd been on the stage 100 times. Shit, work, back injury. What type of back injury would it be? Yep, I'm 100. That's for sure, man. I think we need to restart the jump rope for breakfast, or hills for breakfast, or a mile for breakfast, something like that, you know? But we got a lot of bad messaging, man. And when we look at 2053, what are our subscriptions? You know, when we look at the ceasefire, you know, Trump said it plain, you know, and I know tone matters to everybody, 100%, you know, even if people say it doesn't, you know, but if the messaging is there, we got to be able to adopt it. And a lot of this, we don't like the message and we don't like the messenger shit, is really haunting us. Because if the right person don't say it, we ain't doing it. And then if we like the person that has the wrong message, we tend to go with it, and it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at that beat Simone, and that shit really got me thinking about 2053 again, you know? And what are the real implications? Because she is an archetype of a lot of our thinking, regardless of gender. I'm always going to have it. I ain't never going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So, I'm going to drop this link. Now, I saw some commentary when Tiff was up here regarding her take on Trump. Tiff, you're welcome to hit the link again. Salute the lady died for coming up for the first segment regarding B. Simone, because she did a great video. I'll drop that in the chat. It's a pretty inclusive video in terms of just all the information, the maturation process of the thinking, talking down on people, and now you them. You know? Now H&M ain't enough. And I always thought H&M was pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? So hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Salute. Yeah, man, let's talk about it. You hit the link. Any and all three are applicable for sure. But 2053 is looming. You know, what's our ownership? What's our stake? You know, we earn almost $2 trillion. Does it manifest anything, or is it just money, cars, clothes, and hoes? If so, we definitely have to do something different, right? And not even if so, we know that's what it is. So we got to do something different overwhelmingly, you know? And if the men are doing good and the women ain't, I mean, they're still very impactful, because that's the majority who we date, who we love, who we have kids with. You know, like people moving or going outside the country is highly unlikely for the majority. So something got to give. So Dawn, essentially 2053 is, I can play a clip if I can find it. But if we keep on going the way we're going, then Black people are going to be a permanent underclass of people. A permanent underclass of people. And it's funny, I framed this in a particular way, but 2053 is coming for Black people. And then the ceasefire is a double entendre. Because the most of us ain't going to separate. Most of us ain't going to get no passport. Most of us ain't dating no white hoes. We ain't doing it. So I'm trying to figure out, we have a whole lot of things that we are dealing with and we both dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the fly shit though. If somebody needs correction, correct it. So the conversation that we have regarding the genders not getting along are necessary. Now, seldomly do they happen off the internet, but if you had a forum off the internet, then they would happen. Right? So there are issues that we need to address, right? But let's address them. So once we point it out, let's make sure that we parse through and try to find a semblance of a solution, or let people know, here's the crux of the matter. I can't fix this for you, but here's the problem. Know what I'm saying? And then there's shows where we have fun. Right? But there's a whole lot of substance in having fun. There's always truth in the joke. That's what makes it funnier. You know? And as men's mental health is crazy. Month closes down. We just want to make sure that we process it properly. Trying to make sure we process it properly. You know what I mean? What you think, Sherelle? I don't know. You might have walked away though.
No, I was listening the whole time. So yeah, I agree. Especially because I'm pretty sure I say how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I think you stole that from me. But I'm gonna say you used to say it before you met me. Okay.
Never.
But
that's a HAMP
yeah,
original.
I always say our biggest issue is commitment, and then that follows through, right? So it's like, of course we're gonna have relationship problems because we have commitment problems, right? Whether we have issues committing to jobs, right? If we see the influction of like our job security, we don't commit to actual jobs that will give us longevity, a healthy lifestyle or a diet or anything like that. When you look at the obesity rates, right? Or just the unhealthiness the things that we die of is usually food related, which means we're not being able to commit to a healthier lifestyle. It's just certain things that we're not being able to commit to. And of course, that's going to run through us in relationships. It's like how we doing one thing is how we doing everything. We choosing the wrong foods that we know it's not good for us. It's going to give a negative outcome. We're choosing the wrong partners based off the wrong things. We're making the wrong decisions consistently. And we just think we have this unlimited amount of time to get the shit together. But nah, we get one step ahead and then we think we're gonna shit on people. That's all we need. It's like to be one step ahead of the people that's around us in our immediate circle, to feel like we shitting on somebody. But when we start to look at this as what are we doing collectively, we ain't doing shit. And we don't want to hear that. And we want to make an excuse for it. We want to blame slavery. We want to blame our upbringing. We want to blame anything but the fact that we have autonomy, right? And now we want to use the autonomy to do some crazy shit. We use the autonomy to do the crazy shit. So if we want to have sex or whatever we want to do, we say it's our title. Nobody can tell us what to do. And we can't use that same autonomy to get our shit together. Problematic.
Damn. Red pill, what's popping, kid?
Been chilling, man. Laying low, staying productive.
Laying low? You shitting me? This don't look like laying low.
Oh,
if
yeah.
Y'all see it, Red Pill Ranger came out with a fucking book, bro. He kept it so tall, the nigga used the same avatar. I'm gonna drop the Amazon link. Go ahead, Red Pill, talk your shit.
There's also an audio book too, so I do have an audio book version of the book for the people.
Nah. Make them niggas work. Make them read.
I had to do an audio book because people just be time consumed. But I just came up here because we were talking about the fitness. How old was that brother that had the stroke?
38.
Oh wow.
39.
Oh my God. Yeah,
well, not stroke. They said it was a seizure, but yeah,
he was definitely extremely obese for his height. Black people, PSA, we got to do better. Eat better, drink less, and be more active. You ain't got to become a gym rat or no shit, but we got to stop, man. Salt and flavor is killing us out here. Flavor. I see black people, and I don't care what the other people do, because I ain't them, and they not me, and they not like us. But I see my black people put seasoning on stuff before they test it and see what it tastes like. The plate come up, and they put salt and pepper on it, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know it needs that? But they just do it. We brag about how sweet we like our Kool-Aid, diabetes. And we just be frying shit. And I stay in a community that's 68% black because I picked it that way. But when I go to the gym doesn't reflect that. The gym doesn't reflect the demographic of the community, and it's quite telling. And I go to the gym like 5 times a week, and yeah, it doesn't reflect. And so we need to do better, y'all. We killing ourselves out here, and we can't blame the man for that. We want to do conspiracy theories and talk about all the bad stuff in the food and all that, but not talk about the 5-piece, the 12-piece lemon pepper we get every weekend and the 5 drinks of Henny. Lemon pepper, all flats in the Henny. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about the conspiracy stuff. And last but not least, B. Simone is a tard, and I laughed when I saw that shit. I hope she can go get that 9-to-5 now and get her life together, because she ain't never been particularly famous anyway. She ain't particularly talented. She's not particularly attractive. I don't know what thought made her think she was going to become the next big mega A-list superstar, talking all that hot shit when you barely where you at in the fame world. So salute to her, man. And I hope, I sent us applications.
Wow. Send us some applications. What, Tiff? Oh. Mr. Fantastic, what's poppin'? Yeah, I dropped the link in the chat too, man. Support
Why
the
you
brother.
don't look happy, Fantastic? Can you smile? Can you say cheese? Why you look
Hell no.
disgusted?
These Negroes, I imagine these Negroes not doing their damn job. I've been calling these folks for like 2 weeks and I can't never get them. So I physically came up here and coincidentally they on their lunch. So
but
hopefully it's a Caucasian that shows up. But being outside of town that I'm on and the tendencies.
How are you anti-black? Like how?
What do you mean?
You don't even know black people.
What are you talking about, Tiff? I grew up in fucking. Stop it, bro. The problem between me and y'all is y'all afraid to admit that there's niggas out here, and you cut me off. Why you always do this? Why you always talk while I'm talking? Notice I don't never say that while you talking. You part of the problem. You part of the reason why I'm like this. Cause I know niggas like you exist. But anyway, don't pass the point.
Tiff, I almost had him smiling for a second. It had started right here.
And Tiff fucked it up. Listen, fucked it up,
Yeah, there
everybody.
you go. See, you got it back.
Nah, man, listen. The whole B Simone shit, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's birds gonna bird, right? Birds gonna chirp. And I think Red Pill Ranger covered it, man. We don't call these mid and ugly ass hoes mid and ugly enough, right? I mean, like, bro, the tricks and the simps have really fucked the game up, man. Every woman actually think, oh, Hemp, you heard about the Chop Man thing?
I did a show about the Chop Man shit.
So Hemp, the worst looking Asian woman I ever seen in my life. She looked like an Asian Squidward, Hemp. Got out here talking about motherfucking chopped men and men being unattractive and all this other shit, la la la. And I was just like, bro,
it's called the Chop Man epidemic.
Yeah, epidemic. Yeah. So, bro, like when we was even in the early 2000s, this shit didn't exist. Ugly hoe had to stay in pocket, bro. She knew her role. She knew her purpose. She knew the purpose she served.
Big girls too.
Yeah, but yeah, that too. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy. But B Simone, bro, like you said, it's crazy, right? Life comes at you fast, as they say. She's not even this bitch. I was wrong. It was a white lady. She's like, I apologize, niggas. It was a white lady. All right. So, well, no, she was already in there though. So I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, she said the whole shit about not dealing with a 9-to-5 man because they wouldn't understand. Like, bro, most entrepreneurs start out with a 9-to-5, right? And most entrepreneurs have a 9-to-5 to support the business to some point. And then most entrepreneurs aren't successful. And she's living proof of all of this shit out here. Bitch, you's an entrepreneur. I don't even know how or why or who ever told this girl she looked like Aaliyah. She tried to take on the spirit of Aaliyah, right? And that shit didn't work. And now she out here trying to throw this pussy at the baby for the I don't know how many times. And this nigga just gonna give us some sympathy penis, right? Because he tired of this girl out here in the world fucking like chasing him around. So, she already gone. So just go ahead and, send her all the way. And then the 2053 shit, man, like I said, they even got better. I just looked at some shit today. Somebody compiled it. They took all of the data, right? And they're, if nothing changes for us, right? The permanent underclass thing is one thing, but the projections were the marriage rate being in the teens, anywhere from 15 to 18%. I told y'all this. The single mother rate getting up to 80%. Less than 1 out of 5 children having both parents in the household, and it was one more stat. So if we don't change, Darvell, you gotta mute up, bro. You got to win. You about to get motherfucking sent away like Wizard of Oz. So if we don't change course right now, right? Like you said, then you add the health stuff into it, bro. Even those of us that are left or able to fucking, I guess, make it beyond, you're still gonna be in horrible, terrible shape. And it's gonna be on some who was it that not Nebuchadnezzar. Who was it that asked God to touch the tip of their tongue with the water and they sent his ass to hell?
Why, man? Why?
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of them niggas. And I'm ice cold with the fucking the perspiration dripping out the bottle. Nope. Can't have none. You chose your bed, you lay in it. All right. So listen, man, for those that will listen, hey, it'll behoove you to make those changes now, because shit, that's what 2053, that's less than 30 years away, man. I went to sleep and woke up one day and I had 2 grown children. That's how motherfucking fast time fly. So hey, on the clock.
Black man, start off with some lab work. I get lab work every 6 months, but I do it every 6 months because I'm a veteran and it's free. So I don't expect everybody to do it every 6 months, but at least do it annually. Go there and get a full lab. Let them just check your motherfucking oil. You can't take better care of your car than you do your body. You don't miss those oil, you don't miss those tune-ups and oil changes, but you ain't had lab work in 5-6 years. You got your high blood pressure, you pre-diabetic, your iron low, your vitamin D low, your vitamin B low, your white blood count low, all kinds of shit could be going on. And you just strutting around this motherfucker. So lab work once a fucking year at the minimum. Like I said, I do it every 6 months, but I'm fucking 46, finna be 47 in August. But do it at least once a year at the minimum. Even if you gotta just pay for it out of pocket, it's not that expensive. Probably like $100 or something. It's not that expensive. I understand everybody don't have insurance or the best insurance. If you don't have some kind of insurance, then get your life together, because that's kind of weird to me as a grown-ass person. I don't know. Yeah, and get funeral insurance too, burial insurance, at least just a $10,000 plan. Stop dying and being a burden on your fucking families. Stop dying and having to do damn GoFundMes to bury your crusty ass. Get burial insurance, life insurance, and burial insurance. Even the lowest policy you can afford, but at least have the shit. $10,000 to get you a okay casket and some flowers, instead of like people going into debt and begging and you sitting there for 2 weeks waiting to get buried because they gathering up money. Your ass getting ashier and ashier. It's just basic adulting. I don't fucking know, man. Just get y'all life together.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these things kind of go unrecognized, unnoticed. I know a lot of people, they be outside beefing, fronting, stunting, you know what I'm saying? Can't even afford to die. They leave their mom with a bill. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I wanted to go a little bit into what Mr. Fantastic was saying. But I think he probably in the damn doctor's or wherever office he's going into now. But yo, it's fast food is just so easy, man. And Red Pill, that's what I was talking about. Like the lazy nature. Like everything is lazy, right? Working too many hours, right? People don't want to work too many hours, work too much, work too hard, work too consistently, work to lose weight. All of it. Like me, my eating habits are poor. Like I go to the gym, I can burn 1,000 calories pretty quick, But they got these 4-in-a-pack muffins that just keep calling me. You know what I'm saying? But I made a conscious choice to say, all right, the hell with it. You know what I'm saying? And just say, listen, because it ain't so bad once you just do it.
Yeah, you just feel better. Everybody look better. Sex is better. And then you can work out. And if your old lady will see you working out, and she'll get on board and follow suit, because you gotta lead by example. So everybody getting more energy, everybody getting sexier, and everything just fun. You would notice the differences in your life overall if you just embrace fitness. And like I said, you ain't gotta start off in that gym 6 hours like The Rock, but go to the gym, do an hour, bring your ass home, 30 minutes if you don't got time, walk around your fucking neighborhood, put on a little weight vest, whatever. Do some calisthenics. You can do sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks, all that shit, flutter kicks. Mia Miss Fantastic can show y'all all the military exercises you need to do to get a goddamn full body workout. Maybe not weightlifting stuff, but just basic army military shit can give you a full body workout for especially for an out of shape person.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man.
No, the big thing that I don't think people understand, like say those the 10,000 steps a day. If you do that, just that alone, right? And learning about what is it? Low impact, steady cardio, like fat burning cardio, right? To where I think it's like 70% of your heart rate, maximum heart rate, or whatever it's supposed to be, something like that. Everything don't have to be that, man. Like I said, if you're not athletic and stuff, don't hurt yourself, because the worst thing you can do, especially at our age, is getting hurt. And then, you know what I'm saying, then you whatever. So just start though. Like you said, it's a habit forming thing, right? And it's a healthy habit. You need to have what you come to find, man. I come to find, like, you know what I'm saying, especially now I got more time on my hands. You have to find something to occupy that time. And the smartest thing to do would be something healthy, learning something, of course, working out, because like you say, man, HAMP say it all the time. I'm kind of like him. When it's your time, it's your time. I really don't believe in, you know what I mean, you leaving here before you're supposed to. I done seen plenty of them, all them 600-pound life motherfuckers. Some of them be old as shit, right? You see, Yokozuna didn't die till he was like 50 something. You feel me? But still, you want to be able to enjoy your life, man, while you have it, right? It ain't just about living; it's about the quality of living. And all that extra weight, bro, it makes so much shit much difficult. If you got sleep apnea, bro, a lot of brothers got sleep apnea because you overweight, right? High blood pressure, you overweight, your diet. Add more fiber to your diet, eat more vegetables. Lean protein. Protein is king for men, and you gotta lift some type of heavy shit. So for the men, women too, because you know you guys get osteoporosis and stuff, your bones get weak. So if we just started really focusing on the health aspect of it, a lot of stuff would turn around. But like Red Pill Ranger said earlier, yeah, man, is that extra salt worth fucking that diabetes, that high cholesterol and shit? You feel me? So you got to think about that shit, man. You change, like, bro. I stopped eating pork. Now I'm like, I got to be like 7 years in. I don't eat pork. Pork has higher in sodium, and it does something. I forget what they say it was before. Black people specifically, it makes our cholesterol higher, I think, or blood pressure, one of the two, right? I don't know, just because of what it is. Then it's the biblical aspects of it, but yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, and some people, and you vegan niggas, listen, man, vegan is not supposed to be a lifetime thing. Vegan is supposed to be temporary. So
I know so many fat vegans, fantastic. It's hilarious because vegan food still high in calories.
Yeah, but most important, like I said, bro, you cannot. There are certain amino acids, proteins, and minerals, and stuff you can only get through animal flesh, right? So it don't got to be red meat. Even though, do the research, man, a lot of stuff they tell you about red meat and eating the yolk and all this other stuff, you'll be surprised, man. Some of the best people to learn about nutrition is not quote unquote doctors, but like nutritionists and like bodybuilders and shit. Bodybuilders have some of the best information when it comes to what the body does and how it processes different things and so on and so forth. But by the way, this is not medical advice. It's not medical advice. Seek your doctor before you start any new physical activity regimen or changing your diet or supplementation.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. Yeah, and it takes. You start on that path, you just need a little bit of gains, bro. The inspiration can be there, man. You just need to start doing something, anything.
It becomes addictive, yo. You get mad at yourself when you don't go. You be looking forward to the gym, and it just become addictive. Telling you.
I think, but you need get you an accountability. They call accountability partner or like a workout partner. That too. If you like, so those of us that participated in any type of organized sports and you were, athletic at some point in time, you have that drive naturally, or you've acquired that drive through, pursuit of that sport. But if you're a person that never played competitive sports, competed in anything, you don't have a competitive personality, you're probably gonna not be able to do it by yourself, and that's not a bad thing. But find somebody else, and you guys hold each other accountable. You know what I mean? And that way, you're not by yourself. And like I said, you don't make up bullshit excuses. Now, of course, if you hurt and you just can't do it, of course. But outside of like, hey, your motherfucking foot got blown off or some shit, bro, take your ass to the gym. If you can't do cardio, you can do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's fucking lifting, 25-pound dumbbells 100 times, something.
I had a nigga try to tell me I'm in shape, not because I'm just a smaller person. I'm like, man, I see many short, fat people. What are we talking about here? I see plenty of short, overweight people. It didn't have nothing to do with that. If I didn't go to the gym, I'll be 200 plus pounds at 5'7". Hell, when I had started working out, I had got to 186. And I was like, oh, let me catch myself. Now I'm at 175. Like, no, it's stop making
How tall you is?
5'7", 175. Yeah, I'm short-ish.
Take the ish away.
I'm tall. Listen, I'm taller than most women, and my wife is only 5'3". And she like it over here because I can see the top of her
You
head.
gotta compare your height to women to validate it.
No, you just gotta be taller than women. That's what they ask for. I'm not validating my height. I'm just validating why I had no problems.
You're
with my
not taller than most men, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm not fucking them.
You're not even the average man height.
I'm not fucking them, so I don't have to be taller than them. I have to be better than my woman. I have to be taller, stronger, faster, more competent than my woman.
Because
for her to
whatever that helps you
to fulfill hypergamy. To fulfill hypergamy, I got to be better than the woman I'm pursuing.
Yeah. That's
so
easy.
Of course, since I'm 5'7", I won't go pursue a chick that's 6 feet because I'm not taller than her. But since I'm 5'7", I pursue a chick that's 5'2" because I'm taller than her, and it fulfills her hypergamous nature.
Okay, so if we richer than the people under the bridge, if we richer than a homeless person, are we rich?
No, it's a certain amount of money to be rich, but you're doing better than them.
And it's a certain average height that men have, and you don't reach it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Speaking of height, hey, if any of y'all got
no problems for the women I pursue.
Hold on, Mr. Fantastic.
And that's all that matters. If you don't have problems,
he parsing through it. Go ahead, Raphael.
All that have problems if you don't have a problem with the women you pursue. You know what I'm saying? Again, every woman ain't for every man, and every man ain't for every woman.
When you making it about women and
Fantastic just came up here and said how some women is mid and ugly. That's the truth. Like some women is mid and ugly. Some dudes ain't as tall as other dudes. Every woman don't look like Carrie Hilson. Every dude not gonna be tall like Shaq. So you just gotta get in where you fit in and work with what you got. Be funny.
I just was telling you why I say
dress
short-ish when you're just short.
Because
you're not a short adjacent.
Because
you're short. Like
5 feet
short,
is
and you are here with
short.
short. You're not next to short. You're not around short. You're not walking towards short. You're like at short. Like you're
not short.
Like that's
I'm taller than most women.
That's your lifestyle. That's who you are.
Somebody 6 feet something is tall. And I'm
They're
short.
that tall.
Yeah.
They're not tall.
But the thing is, I'm taller than women. It ain't slowing me down. It ain't slowing me down.
Then why you can't just accept your fate?
Because I'm not a midget. I'm 5'7".
Only midgets are short. Okay.
I think for a man, if you like under
the
5,
average height of a man,
if you under 5'6", well, that average not even for every country. So it's those other guys in other countries not men. So anyway, if you under 5'5", you like 5'2", we call that female height. You like 5 feet 5'2", that's called female height. Then you short for a man.
But the average height for women is 5'5".
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Google is your friend.
It's 5'5".
Yeah, so speaking of height, if any of y'all would have to have any Amazonian or little people, very attractive women, I'm doing an experiment. Tell them holler at me, right? 6'6" and above. Yeah, I think what's official little person height? 4'11" and under.
Why? So you can get your bucket list out the way.
Well, it's a bucket list, but I mean, it's still an
You
experiment.
think the tall girl on Instagram? She like 6'8".
Yeah, she like 6'8". She's horrible. I get tired of. She on Twitter. Oh my god, under everything. That bitch reply to everything for real. She trying to get niggas by that OnlyFans bad as a motherfucker.
Hey, I thought that was a perfect example of what you're looking for.
Listen, listen. Hey, that 6'6" got some stipulations too. Your feet still can't be bigger than mine, baby. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, Miss Fantastic, you just told me she got to be 280 to get crazy. That's what you said.
No, nigga, I never said that. I never said 280 to get crazy. Never 250 to get busy. It's 2 something to do something. 180, she gotta be a lady. Feel me? Get it right.
I don't think no woman should have 2 anything upon her weight.
Big girls need love too. The cute ones though. Cute big girls need love too. Shout out to them. They already know what's up. I ain't gotta tell them. They know. They already did. It's a special request. It's a special order.
So you looking for? He looking for a midget and a mammoth.
Whoa, not no mammoth. Goddamn. And I'm cool with Amazonian. I want no damn mammoth.
You want an Ursula build?
Nah, hell no. No Ursula, bro. Nah.
How y'all doing, though?
What up, man? What's going on with you, buddy?
I ain't been here in a minute. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
I wasn't picking on him. I was correcting his language. He's like a ish.
Short-ish.
Means it's not
the
thing.
Cause
it's like
I don't walk around in general public and people are like, oh my god, this itty bitty man 5'7" ain't gonna have people like, oh my god, it's an Oompa Loompa. So it's like, ain't like you walking around and people being like, you can't get on this ride. So it's like, I'm shortish, but ain't like a nigga, I ain't fucking mini me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, what we talking about here? Shit, I look like a normal human.
You look like a short human. That's okay. You've accepted it. You've overcame
a normal human.
You
I'm
found
5'7".
ways to get in where you fit in, but you're still a short human.
My feet don't swing and shit that normal humans can fit in.
You black. You're not blackish. Would you say you blackish, or are you just black?
What is black?
Now we don't know what black is. Now we don't know what short is. But if we did know what it was, you'd be.
I don't know, because I don't even claim to be African American. So, because I'm just American.
I didn't say African American. I said black.
So, like, what is black? It's a color.
Mm-hmm.
And your shirt's black, but I ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what am I black?
Mm-hmm.
I'm brown. So, am I black?
You're exhibiting cognitive dissonance.
No, I'm asking you. No, yeah, I don't think you know what that means. Am I black? Is it? Am I? Can you tell me what black is?
Can you tell me what short is?
Yeah. Well, actually, short is one of those things that's subjective, like y'all like to say. Because
no, it's subjective.
Check this out. To a midget, I'm tall.
Never mind. It's subjective. Nobody's short.
To a midget, I'm tall.
To a toddler, you're tall.
Exactly. So that's why I said short is subjective. Short is based on
you are to an ant.
Short is that's why we can't talk about it.
You're a god to ants.
Just like y'all said, beauty is subjective. When y'all fugly, y'all want to say beauty is subjective, but a man can't say height is subjective. When y'all blowed out, y'all want to say fat is subjective. I'm big bone, But now height can't be subjective. Shit either subjective or it's not.
It's not subjective.
Because if height ain't subjective, then big bone ain't a thing.
People are ugly and short people are short.
No, people say beauty is subjective.
Well, we're not
and eye of the beholder and all that weird ass shit. I ain't making this up. I didn't make these trolls.
If you've accepted your shortness, you would just say you're short.
What size is your feet?
I wear size 9.
Okay, Bigfoot. Then you got big feet.
I'm tall.
Sasquatch. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does. It's called equilibrium.
It don't got nothing to do with that, homie. The clown.
You don't meet tall people with little feet.
No, you don't have to have. You don't have to have little feet. You should have big feet.
You understand like how it's supposed to work? Like,
let me see your hands. Are your hands big too?
Who had like really small feet, but they were really tall. They would like be so clumsy.
But you're not that kind of tall. You ain't fucking 6'8".
I'm 6'8".
Yeah, okay.
If you're not short, I'm 6'8".
Okay, but now you lying.
It's all about what we believe in our mind.
Nope. All right, Sasquatch.
I know somebody that like it.
I know somebody that liked it for 22 years. What's your point? That's about to be my next statement. How is it working out for you, Bigfoot?
That's all that matters.
My wife 5'3", 136 pounds and fine. After 4 kids.
That's all that matters.
So what we
it
talking
didn't
about
make
here?
you no taller.
See, this the thing.
You ain't get no taller.
I
understand that when you have inadequacies like insecurity.
I got everything you wish you had, woman.
With something on the outside.
I got everything
so when you get these
you wish you had.
Validated. And that's all that matters.
I am a success story. 4 kids, 1 woman, married 22 years,
you don't got nothing
retired at the age of, I got retired at 43.
That's crazy.
2 degrees. Kids ain't never been in no trouble. Kids get straight A's. What the fuck are we talking about here? You sitting there by yourself baking biscuits.
You're about to talk about everything else.
Why did this happen? Why did this happen?
How is the matter of success? It's how all you need. It's a homeless nigga 6 feet.
Hey, I tried to cut it off, nigga. You didn't let me cut it off.
I was listening for a little while.
Short men are angry, bro. Short men be angry. They have anger issues, bro. I'm telling you. Short men have anger issues for real.
Oh, so when a nigga clap back, now he insecure. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, check it out, fellas. When you don't beat a verbal punching bag, you insecure, bro. When you don't beat a verbal punching bag,
you literally have a short chip on your shoulder. We just watch you eat.
Listen, you ain't talking to one of the little lousy niggas that want to fuck you. You're not talking to one of the little lousy niggas that want to fuck you. I don't have to kiss your ass.
You just talk about everything.
I don't have to.
At the end of the day, at the end of the conversation,
at the end of the day, your face shaped like a moon pie. What are we talking about here? Shut your pie face ass up.
You're throwing ad hominems, and I'm only just telling you the truth.
You
all right. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here. I bet your coochie got teeth. I bet your coochie got teeth.
I'm gonna drop y'all down.
I'm good. Y'all good. Y'all got it.
We need to link to the book.
Because he's short. I didn't even say nothing else.
I tried to stop it, nigga. I tried to stop it. Don't say I didn't try to do my good deed for the week.
I'm gonna tell you this: short men aren't angry.
Short men are very angry.
No, niggas be winning.
Have anger issues. That's a
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, come on. I ain't gonna. Come on now. We ain't gonna.
That don't even make sense.
Most about short men that y'all.
I know. I understand it's a stereotype. I'm saying that.
Check this out, Hamp. So, Hamp, it's summer, right? So I'm working out with my son and shit. So, my son, he's 13, he's a kid. He don't really understand gym etiquette or whatever, right? So my son, motherfucking, go over to the we about to do tricep press down. My son just throw the bag on this nigga's bag, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck, whatever. I move the bag, right? But buddy, he hot, he tight. Mind you, my son a kid though, right? And he clearly working with me. So the nigga just, he ate it, right? How about when the nigga, he mugging the whole time? So I'm kind of looking at him, in the peripheral, but not really whatever, because it's like, Nigga, if you say something, and clearly this is a child, I'm finna fucking maul you in this gym. Like, you know, without a doubt, because he don't know, right? How about the nigga stand up? My son taller than him, Hamp. That's why the little niggas be angry as hell, Hamp. They always feel disrespected. They always feel like somebody picking on them, Hamp. Stop playing, man. Come on, we can't tell that lie. Now, shout out to Red Pill. I'm not saying Red Pill is you know, it's not all little niggas, but a little nigga almost got mauled in the gym, Hamp, because he got mad because the kid, you know what I'm saying, hadn't learned gym etiquette quite yet, brother. So come on, we can't tell people that lie. Little niggas be angry as hell for no reason. And mostly because they can't do shit about it. Mostly because there ain't nothing they can do about it. It's like, nigga, you are like, you know, what you said, you're nuggiable. You're nuggiable and wedgeable as a grown man. That's a bad.
That's small.
Yeah, but it's mostly if you short, you're small. Damn. I've never seen a nigga under 5'5" that's 200 pounds. I've never seen a 200 pound 5'5" nigga. I've never seen a. I think my homeboy, he was in the bodybuilding. He might have hit 200, but that's hard. You know, they nigga on roids. And again, bro, who can't? What grown man can't lift 200 pounds?
A lot.
It ain't about how much you can lift. It's if he can lift you.
But you know, so shit like less than 1% niggas do 225.
Yeah, 225. That's bench though. That's bench though. Niggas can pick up 200 pounds from the ground though. Niggas can pick up 200 off the deadlift.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hamp, you know how they say Jew and then Jew-ish, and then we break that down how it's not like the exact thing, but it's kind of close to it.
Yeah.
All I was saying was 5'7" isn't short-ish. It's short.
It's in between. It's good.
No, it's short. That's it. You're short if you're 5'7". That's a short height for a man. It's below average. Average would be average. Below average would be short.
What's average, like what, 5'9"?
Tall. You could get away with short-ish at 5'8" because you was almost average, right? When you're 5'7" now, you just short.
Well,
when you 5'7" on the internet, you 5'5" in real life. We all know that.
I'm a BABG.
Right?
I think
Panthers 5'10" here, but he 5'5" in real life. So at the end of the day, we know if you're 5'7" on the internet, in real life, you're 5'5".
No, Red Pill say
you get a wife that's small because you're small.
He said he's 5'7.5", and I believe him. Why not?
Because when you go to the meetups, the people who told you they were 6 foot keep showing up at 5'8". That's why.
I'm saying Red Pill been. I'm just saying Red Pill been saying that, man. I believe him.
They were 6 feet, and then they show up in Atlanta and Houston
I'm saying,
at 5'5".
But to your point, there's no flex in 5'7".
Yeah, there's no flex in it. And I'm not saying that there's a problem with you being short. I'm just saying you're short. Accept that. You've accepted all the other stuff.
But he said he's 5'7.5", and you started windmilling for no reason.
No, he said I'm shortish, and I was like, not ish.
Well, because he
had a short chip on his shoulder, and we started watching him eat it.
But he's an inch from average height.
No, he's 2 inches from average height because ain't no half. Half just mean you got no haircut. When you a man.
Oh no, I've seen taller people.
How tall are you, Hamp?
I've seen. Oh, let me finish this point. I've seen taller people be underdeveloped a lot, and they don't have to develop certain skills. You know. I've just seen like they have a different development arc.
I don't have a problem with short people. My man is short. It don't matter.
But you be acting like you're so tall, but
I'm
you're
really
not.
tall.
How tall are you?
I'm not the tallest. I'm 5'9".
Okay.
And a half.
And I'm taller than you. And you don't got no
So
man.
now
When
you
you get a
5'10".
man.
You see what I'm saying? But we see you in
But I am taller than you though. That's the point.
But you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm taller than you, huh?
No, you're not. So now what?
I've been with you, bro. I've stood next to you. When I walked up behind you, I noogied you. Like I literally grabbed you up.
Fantastic. You got son.
Fantastic has stood next to both of us.
Darvel, if you ever hear me getting sunned, there's dead people around me.
I walked behind you. I gave you a wedgie. I had to pick you up, put you on a bar stool because you needed help getting up there.
I'm gonna tell you what though. You didn't tell them about how you kicked over the hostess stand. long ass Jordans. And the Mexican Jordans on.
I can't tell it because you keep pulling that shit from your imagination. I can't tell that shit you making up in your head.
She had them what
the
you
El
call
Giordano. She had the El Giordanos on.
Long ass Giordanos on.
I had on 6 rings.
Yeah, El Giordanos. Exactly. That's what they are. El Giordanos.
Don't matter.
The Mexican Jordans.
Yeah, man. Them 6 rings was disgusting, bro.
Michael Jordan.
I like
Michael Jordan. Yes, Jordan. Go Jordan.
Y'all see how they always gotta go for the low.
Yo, she got 2 pairs of them shits.
She got 2 flavors for girls though. Girls can get away with 6 rings. Girls can get away with anything.
No, the only thing that girls get away with sneakers is low or mid top ones. They could get away with the low or mid top ones or the low top 11s.
See, y'all materialistic. That's why we at the last place.
They be having some fire colors, and I'm like, yo, they too low, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
They be all right for the summer. You could get away with them at times. Like I got ones that's like gold, but I ain't worn it forever, son. Like
do
they
what you want when you're popping, man.
Huh?
The gold toes?
Yeah. But I just can't wear them shits though. You know what I'm saying? But them 6 rings, nigga, on a size 10, it's nasty, son. Sherelle, why you drop your shoe size 1 by 1?
No, I really do wear a size 9.
Nah. You on your you on your nigga height shit.
You think I wear a size 10 in men?
Yeah. No, women.
That's not big though. Size 10 in women ain't big. It's like an 8.5 in men.
What?
That's average girl feet.
Yeah, that's 8.5 in men.
No, it's not average girl feet.
No, average
for a girl that's 5'9", it is. That's actually
Listen
small.
to me. You said average girl feet, nigga. A size a size 10 on a girl, nigga. Come on,
it's an 8.5. It's an 8.5 in men.
Yeah, that's a big ass foot, nigga.
No, nigga, that's an 8. That's literally by men's. That's a pause. That's an 8.5 inch foot, bro.
Girl,
that's literally what it is. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. The girls are like in centimeters, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the same conversion. That's why the women are a size and a half down. So her foot is still 8.5 feet long.
Mr. Fantastic.
You can't handle the truth.
It is a big ass foot, son. You bugging?
No, it's not. Not for a girl that's 5'9". If she's motherfucking 5'2" with a 10, yeah, that's humongous.
Yeah.
But if she's 5'9", no, that's a tall woman. That's not big at all.
Oh, nigga, you wear a size 18, so you vouch for any nigga with
13 and a half, and I can flex between a 13 and 14.
What size shoe you
I
wear?
got a
Man?
friend.
We the same,
She's 5'11".
The same height.
11.
You wear a size 11. That's your feet big, nigga.
I got a friend. She 5'11".
I could not fit no size 11 man shoe.
She slim.
She wear what, Darville?
I think she wears size 9.5. 9.5. But she 5'11". She mad tall.
And women, yeah.
She's slinky, but she like slim thick. But she 5'11", tall as hell. I be like,
5'11" not that tall. It's tall for a girl, but
that's tall for a girl.
Yeah, it's always fucking like it's like mesmerizing or surprising when you see a chick that's like 6'3" or above. It's like, god damn.
Yeah. Well, where I'm from, I'm Western New York. So, like I said, there's not a lot of tall females around here. They all midgets. They be like 4'11", 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah, man, I can't never find the midgets, really man. I'm intrigued. I can never find like the shortest chick. I can't even think the last time I seen a chick was like 5 feet tall. But whenever I do,
let me tell you something, nigga.
Jalen like 5
You
feet.
better not climb your big ass on top of no midget. You hear me?
What you talking about?
They gonna climb on
you,
him.
nigga.
Both of them, both ways, bro.
You
Sharon,
bet not fly. Yo, fucking.
That's why I said 4'11", 4'10". 4'10" is
Nigga
like
go
the
to
cutoff. Anything
4'11.
below that
You
is gonna
on
be
some
weird.
plus size shit.
I think
Anything below that is gonna
midget
be
size
weird.
like 3,
Throw some
right?
shit around the house.
4'10".
I'm dead.
That's
That's my
not a
limit.
midget. That's just a short woman.
Huh?
That's not midget height.
What,
It
4'11"?
is 4'11" is anything 4'11"
That's
and under is
dwarf.
a midget.
That's
It is?
like one
It's
step higher than a
legally.
dwarf.
It's like if you're under 5 feet tall, I'm pretty sure 4'11" or
No, it's
4'10", one of the two is
4'10".
legal.
4'10" is what they
4'10",
talk
yeah.
on.
So yeah,
4'10".
4'10". That's all I need. 4'10". Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
My
literally
wife,
went to school with
That's
one
hella
that was
crazy.
4'11",
my
bro.
wife
She
is
was mean as
5'3".
hell. She was so mean. I was like, yo, you wild.
Yeah. My wife is 5'3". So it's a good.
I think my mom like 5'7", 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga. If I see this nigga with a midget, I'm reporting it, nigga. They got. I seen them. They was drinking in the car, officer. Man.
You got an ID, man. She got an ID. You gotta have a little gray streak. You gotta have a little gray hairs in there too, baby. So they don't ask no question.
I'll tell you one thing. If I need to kick down the door, I know who to call. Ain't that right, Sherelle?
Don't call me.
And them 6 rings too.
Had an ice
call
badge on
me.
that bitch.
Ándale, mira.
Don't call
She had
me.
La
2 things.
mira.
Yo, really? Can you go grab them real quick? Pause.
They in Texas. I don't want them every day.
Yeah. Hey,
That was
listen,
like my second
man.
time wearing them.
Huh?
That was like my second time wearing them.
Make it your last, man. Make it your last.
Black and white. They black and white, and if they go with
ain't
some
no
black
wrong
and
with the
white,
6
and I need
rings.
some black and white
I be
shoes.
seeing motherfuckers still bringing them out.
You got
Sherelle, you got too much money to be rocking the El Giordanos now. Come
I
on.
wear cheaper shoes on a consistent. I wear some slides that I didn't even buy every day.
Okay, well, baby, step your footwork up, baby. Get you some retro.
Ain't no wrong with the 6 rings. Don't listen to
So I
them.
could be.
Darvell, you got 6 rings?
Like B Simone saying, I got broke.
You got 6 rings?
I ain't got them. I wanted a pair at one time when I was younger. All the kids,
As a
all the
kid.
motherfuckers had them at one time.
Yeah, as a kid, yeah.
Niggas never had them.
I've been having them shoes for like since 2020.
Niggas never had them, bro. That's what's up, Uncle Rick. I like him. I never wanted those 6 rings. I can hold.
The laser joints, the lasers, man, the laser 6 rings was always the finest ones. I liked it though.
It's such a disgusting shoe, man.
You had butterflies on your shoes.
I wear big boy shoes though. Don't even start talking about me, please.
Whatever.
The Tokyo 5 is supposed to be coming out this year.
I don't really wear Jordan no more.
No.
It's fantastic. Has some Kellogg.
Yeah, I didn't grow up wearing Jordans either. I don't know nothing about Jordan really. It's not really nothing that
Imagine
it's the what? The 40th. It's the 40th. The 40th anniversary. Or 41st. This year was a big year. They dropped a lot of OG joints this year. I got the cements. Got those again. Still got those old pair. I got the metallic 5s. I already had those. I got those again. The grapes, I ain't had grapes since I don't know what's the name. I just copped those.
You got the all right.
And then something else. Like if it's super shit, I copped it. Everybody was talking about them 14s, but I hate 14s, so I didn't want to waste my time on that. But yeah, like I said, they got Tokyo 5s dropping this year.
Yep.
They dropping like 9 different pairs of 11s this year. I don't know what the fuck they trying with that shit. Awesome wild shit. But then I what it was one thing.
See your shirt, man.
Naruto.
I'm not listening to Miss Fantastic when it comes to fashion, bro. Fuck this, bro. I'm not doing. Yo, last time I seen this nigga at Darvell, he had on N1 shorts, bro.
I keep telling this nigga, man, listen, short niggas don't know about tall shorts. You never seen any garment that says tall, brother. Okay? All right? The shit I buy has a T on it.
What does that mean?
Tall.
Big and tall.
Tall, brother. I know you didn't know this, but Nike makes those. Nike makes actually like taller basketball shorts for like tall people.
Why were they down there next to your shins then? Your shorts.
Because I don't wear them at my belly button like I'm 87 years old yet.
No, fantastic.
I wear them at my.
Can't have them that long, man.
Yes, the fuck I can. Listen, well, we don't listen.
No more. That's like
So now this nigga is forcing my hand. This nigga have his thighs out. Okay, all right. So I'm not no thighs out nigga.
Who?
All right.
Thighs out.
Who? The nigga know. The nigga who did it know. This nigga like walking around with it.
Who had their thighs out?
This nigga like walking around with me. What's the artery in your leg? What's that big ass artery in your leg, nigga? This nigga a motherfucking sniper's wet dream, nigga. Shoot him in the leg. That's the biggest target. You dead, nigga. If you gonna bleed out, you gonna bleed out in 10 seconds, nigga. Don't play with me, nigga.
The coochie cutters. You got the
hoochie daddy fucking central, nigga. Don't play with me. Nigga got to shoot me at least 3 times, nigga. Nigga got to shoot me 3 times to hit my artery, nigga. They hitting this nigga the first shot. Like, there we got him.
He ain't
Get him
say
out
no
of here.
name, nigga. He ain't say no name. I'm just saying, man, you got to sacrifice for fashion, man. Everybody know that, man.
Nah, man. It's simple, man. You never lose. It's simple, man. Screen tees, some hooping shorts.
Fantastic. And you in the 2000s with the long ass shorts, though. No.
Bro, I'm not. These shorts I got on right now. I literally got on Nike fucking like long, tall shorts right now. That's all I rock, bro. I'm a tall nigga. Y'all don't understand these privileges, bro. I get privileges, dog. Tall niggas get privileges. I told y'all, whenever I'm walking around, all the old people, their favorite joke is, shouldn't you be on the field? Hey, y'all play on fucking football. Huh?
I said, that's what they say to me all the time. They want my big black ass on the field.
Yeah, I don't play no fucking football, man.
Getting CTE.
What you got?
That's my little license. I'm just showing my height. I'm like 6'2".
No, niggas lie on their license too.
And like they got no thing. Well, not me. I don't lie on my license because I have to take a DOT physical, okay? And then I have to put my medical card. That's how I get my license. So
let me just say this.
No, I actually get measured. So I know my height. It's that y'all be eyeballing and thinking, oh, this nigga said he was 5'9".
Any nigga, yeah, all right, sure. Hush for a second. Any nigga wearing shorts that's at their ankles ought to be ashamed of himself. I'm just gonna tell y'all niggas that right now. You understand me?
Nigga, we not at no capris, nigga. We not back in the early 2000s for real, nigga.
That shit look nasty,
covering your knee, brother, is not fucking at your ankles, by the way.
Yo, listen to me. Your shorts should be right at your knee.
Covering, yes, exactly. Yes, it's supposed to be covering your knee, man. Alu
Not
Akbar.
covering at.
No, brother, covering.
You
Covering.
can still see
I'm a
your
hooper,
kneecap.
bro.
Your kneecap's supposed to still be visible.
Nah, see again, man. I'm thinking tactically. A nigga can't kick my kneecap because he can't see it. You niggas hit with it. John Jones is over with, nigga.
No,
you know exactly what it kicks.
If you want to be advanced, the 7-inch short above the knee. Now you getting into fashion.
Nah.
All right.
Now you getting into male prostitution. You selling it, nigga. That's what you're getting into, nigga. You get into them old ladies who be like, come here, young boy.
Got my little skin
get some of this check.
But who had on short shorts? Why y'all don't want to say a name? Put a name.
Listen, niggas know. Don't play with me, man. Listen, y'all. Listen, one thing y'all can't shame me for, nigga, is like, listen, I'm motherfucking Mr. fucking casual comfortable, nigga. Listen, they gonna bury me in hooping shorts and a screen tee. You hear me? So fuck that shit. Listen. And the hoes love it, by the way. That's another thing too, right? And I can do both. When I do put a suit on, you feel me? But yeah, man, I ain't got to do all that, man. I might have. Well, I got fucking talking about this shit, bro. I probably got like 20 polos I've never worn in my life. Just tag on them and everything, just because it's whatever. And what really fucked everything up is now I'm back in Florida. So I like coats, but I can't even wear the shit because I'm in Florida.
You
so
live
like
in Florida?
Huh?
You live in Florida?
Yeah, I live in Florida.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought you lived in Georgia.
No. I'm from Georgia. I live in Florida. So like all that extra shit, man, it's hot as hell. Hell no, man.
What part of Georgia you from? I got family out there. I got family out
I'm from Macon.
Oh, okay.
Macomb.
That's what's
Not no
up.
damn Macomb,
Ain't
Macon,
that where
goddamn.
like McDonough and all that shit at?
No. McDonough is right outside Atlanta. McDonough's like 45 minutes away from Macon.
Got you.
And
So
it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes south of Atlanta.
I got family in Newtown or whatever is how you pronounce
Newton.
it. Yeah, Newton.
That's what they had. They had the hurricane hit up there. Not a tornado, I think, hit up there not too long ago. I think.
I
don't
gotta
know.
check on them motherfuckers and I gotta call them see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, man.
Not a hurricane.
Grenade.
Yeah, man. Yeah, ain't no
And it's about to
hurricane
be
hit Georgia.
hurricane season, baby.
Well, that's gonna suck. But
No.
yeah. But Jacksonville usually good though.
And my great grandmother, she from Savannah. I have to go up there. I haven't been to Savannah ever. So
Did you have anything you wanted to add on the topic? Because I'm pretty sure we're about to end the show.
me? Well, I was just talking about. I was just wanted to add on about us getting our health together and stuff like that, and that season and stuff. I am the
could add
person
to
that
it
goes sort
because
of.
I made a joke. You know, it was a little joke, but apparently he had a short fuse.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
This nigga still digging, bro. Jesus Christ, still digging.
It was just a little joke.
A little joke.
This is a little joke. And apparently he had a short fuse, man, and it blew up.
Be like that.
Be like that sometimes.
But I'm about to be 30 now, and I'm feeling the effects of getting old and shit like that. So I'm just saying, you know, I've been getting to the gym, putting in that work, 30 minutes on the elliptical, and you know, just doing what I need to do. So
Switch it. 30 minutes ain't shit on the elliptical.
Yeah,
no.
Switch it. Go to the stairmaster. If you're gonna do 30
Baby,
minutes.
if you could do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, you to go.
Yeah, you
I'm
gonna
have to do
probably
that.
be dead
I'm
at
get
10.
that.
So when
Yeah,
you
get on the
only
stairs.
do 2 minutes the first time you get on there, don't feel bad.
Try to get 20. Try to get 20.
Make men, bro.
Yeah, you gotta get at least 50 flights.
Okay.
So whatever speed that is, however long it takes, aim for that.
Gotcha.
Right? 'Cause if you on one for 20 minutes, right, you kind of defeat yourself. So I recommend trying to get 50 flights. That way, either the time will do it or the speed will do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you start early on, I recommend not holding on just when you fresh.
Okay.
So if you can get through the first few flights, just not holding on to the rails, you maximize it, and then you know hold on when you need to. But it's hard though. It's hard. But it's great though. It's great.
I ain't been in the gym in a minute too, so just
Just start there.
it's like I'm a baby again. I'm in that bitch like a toddler.
Yeah,
I miss my routines. You know, I ain't been doing nothing, and I've been smoking a lot, so I just gotta get it back, bro.
What kind of drugs do you do?
Just weed, marijuana. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of y'all drug addicts. You know, y'all drug addict, the weed heads, man. Y'all be slow.
I'm about to stop.
You ain't about to stop.
I'm done. It's a wrap. It ain't cool.
You ain't smoking no more?
You ain't gotta say that. Hemp ain't nobody. Do your drugs.
I gotta get my hair right though. Like,
You
when
notice
I'm
when
on
Hemp
it, bro,
tell that story about the cupcakes, he don't never say he gonna stop.
I haven't eaten.
He never said I'm gonna stop eating 4 cupcakes every 2 hours.
You do like them little bites.
I do like them, but I don't eat them anymore.
You stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Since when? Yesterday?
Nah, a few weeks, man. It was taking so long. 'Cause I'm working out so hard and just not seeing the weight loss, like the great results, you know? So like even like my wind is better when I'm boxing, but just the weight, like 1 pound, because I wasn't being serious on the diet. And diet is everything.
Yeah. The
You
diet
never
and the
gonna outwork
determined.
a bad diet. Never gonna outwork a bad diet, man.
Yeah. Real shit, man.
That way to catch up on you with the quickness. I remember when I was doing good, I lost like I say 30 to 40 pounds because I was like 270, 280. And then I went back to the doctor and I got a checkup. This was like a couple years back. and I was like 240, 250, somewhere around there, 250, 249. And I was like, whoa, I lost that much weight. And they was like, yeah, you doing good. And I didn't even know I can do shit like that. I thought I was just gonna be, just a big dude all my life, because all my life I was just a little chubby something. You feel me? So, but seeing those results, I'm like, I can actually do what I need to do and actually, bust out, long as I stay dedicated. And I got into depression and started eating, and I'm back to where I'm at. But like I said, I'm about to get right, especially when you just showed me that video, and then a couple of videos prior when you was talking about how somebody mama was going to her baby graduation and she just died right then, right at the graduation. That shit was sad. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. Your heart don't give you a whole lot of signals, man. That's why when Red Pill was talking, that blood work is uberly important, man. People be pre-diabetic for years, just walking around,
And diabetes running my family, three generations. And I'm not trying to, be the first. I'm not trying to be the other generation to create it. Because my grandfather has it, my grandmother has it, my mom has it, my uncle has it, my auntie has it. And I can't
They have type 2 or type 1 though.
My grandfather, he has type
1.
That's when they shoot insulin, right?
Well, type 1, you born like that, but type 2, you develop. It's like almost self-induced.
More likely than not,
they
it's
got
type 2.
Because my grandfather wasn't born with it. He got it after the war and stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's habits, man. Habits, So we just gotta protect ourselves, man. When we just looking at everything that's happening in the earth, like, what if something happened? Like, how capable are we?
Facts.
Like, well, I don't think a lot of us are very capable, but we think we are. And that's how you psych yourself out. Well, you think everything good until it ain't, and then by then it's too late.
Yeah, all these niggas be talking about, the purge and zombie apocalypse, and I'm dead. Some of that, motherfucker. When the last time you sprinted for longer than motherfucking a minute? Most of y'all motherfuckers be dead in 30 seconds.
Might as well not even run. Not even run for your life.
You gotta run for your life. You gotta hang on for your life. You gotta do something like your grip. What's your grip strength? That's another thing too. Man, your grip strength is a marker, a marker of your health and what's the name too, man. So if you got weak ass grip, bro, telling you might have other underlying issues and shit and elsewhere, man. It's just a lot of things, bro.
Yeah, I definitely got to fix that too. I broke my 4th and 5th metacarpal. I had a boxer fracture, so I definitely.
That's different, though. That's different, right? You broke something, but people just not having it. I just did a video on this nigga trying to open a pickle jar, and he couldn't do it. But his doctrine that he known for is force doctrine. Mm-hmm. So it's like you preach force doctrine. Everything that people have, all the rights are because of force. And that nigga couldn't open a pickle jar. Just the irony in it. Like, you know what I mean? You preach force, but you can't open a pickle jar. It was an olive jar. I said, nigga, you in the same boat as the women and children, nigga.
Right. Did he hit the bottom? And then
not. That's even worse. He hit shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hitting the bottom and all that. Nigga had a shirt, had a paper towel, had all this shit.
You serious?
That ass.
Oh no, that's bugged out.
Damn, son.
I got the Burger King hands, man.
We ain't strong. What's going on with him?
Burger King hands, man.
Got the Burger King hands.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Alonzo, what's popping, my boy? He said, salute from the Florida boys. HAMP, keep working. I got you, B. Good to see you, man. Hope everything's everything. Aaron with the $2 says, the vet's been on point 2 shows in a row. Thank you. Aaron with the $2 says, you 5'8" and shorter Sherelle start picking on you. Bravo Tech in the building with a 20 ball says, it's a fantastic little fella federation in the building. Nike Air Vapor Max. Hey man, Bravo Tech can't do no wrong with me, nigga. Aaron with the $2 says, Sherelle, let me take your bike to the store real quick. Grubhub with the $2 says, y'all went from positive to this. Come on, fam. I don't know, man. I be thinking what Sherelle be thinking, man, but she just don't be thinking.
It was a little joke. It really was just a little joke. It wasn't that deep.
And a lot with the $10 says, Sherelle knows the man's short, but why keep the conversation going?
He was the one went on and on and on. So y'all didn't see he was going on and on.
He was going.
It was my fault. I did it. Blame black women for everything.
Interesting, man. End of the day, man, get your health in order. Know what I mean? You know, make sure you make your money work for you. At the very least, have some shoebox money, save it, do something, man. A penny saved is a penny earned. A penny spent should be a penny saved as well, man. We got to change the habits, our course of action, because the trajectory that we on is diabolical, B. I'm going to tell you that right now. When I was first edified about the 2053 shit, I could not believe. I still can't believe that shit. I mean, I can, just researching it, but it's just it's a damn shame, bro. You know?
We gotta start just putting the black dollar into the community, man. I was just looking. I was just on the gram not too long ago, and it was this black owned restaurant. Motherfuckers ran out on them, bro. I said, "Are you serious? That shit is crazy." They literally died and dashed.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Salute to Mrs. Fantastic. What'd you think, Sherelle?
Wow. We have to a great start, you know. So overall, just focusing on getting your finances, getting your health together, being more consistent about being disciplined, and it's just time for us to grow up, you know.
Yeah.
It was a great show. Thank you for providing the space. Thanks to everybody who liked, shared, commented, super chatted, everybody who joined the panel. You know,
Yeah,
we're getting old out here, so we got to get our shit together. But even if y'all broke, I ain't.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, listen, man. I think you're right, you know, but if everybody don't got no bread around me, what's the point? You know, black tax is like a double entendre. You know, your white counterpart make 100,000. All he got to worry about is himself and who belong to him. Oftentimes we make 100,000. We got to help somebody, support somebody, buy somebody medicine. So, you know, shit manifests differently, and we have to change our prescriptions as a community, right? Because we like, whether we like it, understand it, accept it, believe it or not, we are joined at the hip overwhelmingly. We don't have that many degrees of separation. They always ask us why we don't discard the worst of us, because those are brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles, right? It seemed like 42 million is a lot, but spread over this much country, man, the people you know around the way doing what they do, you know, are people that you know around the way. So it's a different dynamic for us, right? So we have to give correction. I always wondered this, and I think it's scientifically proven, but I wonder if the barrel is just too slippery and the crabs are actually trying to pull each other up. I always wondered that, man. But based on how we've been flowing and where we're going, I think this is probably more right than I am, you know? So we got to keep grinding, man. Keep doing the right things. At any point you could fall, B. Stock market crash, somebody take your bread, right? Somebody break in your crib, one of your kids get sick, one of your parents get sick. So we don't think about a lot of this shit. But you go from nothing to something real quick. And to anecdotal story, we were moving to Texas, so I was switching like positions. So I said, I need to pull this money out of the 401k, right? For like down payment and such. So Nova, my kids they're twins, so they born premature anyway. Twins are, and they go to the NICU, you know, just for more like formality, you know, because they born so. And so the insurance didn't go through on hers, right? Her bill from being in the NICU for like 4 days, she was there short $90,000. $90,000. Now it was a mistake, right? But just imagine if it wasn't, right? Because it was a mistake because it didn't hit the insurance. You know, things be happening, right? But imagine if it wasn't, you know? And that letter actually helped me, though. That's the most high. That's why I don't believe in high free will, because I can only take the money out of the 401k for extreme circumstance. So I had that letter from the doctor that I gave to them. So they're like, okay, but I actually need it for something else. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man.
Yeah. So that's what you have to make sure you have your support systems. And I mean, I know we joke a lot about it. I know y'all don't really be taking it serious, but that's kind of why, like, I'm very minimalist. I'm young. I have elder parents. That's why I don't have kids. You know, you have to be the support system. People die. My sister just died. She left behind a kid. Life is going to keep happening, right? So you just have to be prepared for those rainy days. I think the top two things we know how to do with money is make it and spend it. You have to start learning how to save it and how to invest it and how to make money work for us. So a lot of times we waste a lot of time talking, bullshitting, but like if you really put your mind to it, you can start to study and figure out ways to make your money work for you. And not no gambling, risk, high risk bullshit. I'm talking about some long-term things. So focus on that.
Focus on it, man. Great show. Sherelle O, Red Pill Ranger, an apology.
I'm sorry I called you short.
Make like you mean it.
That's the best you're gonna get. I said I'm sorry. I didn't even say I apologize. I said sorry.
I will see y'all later for the POV. I hope y'all took something from this show, the substance of it, the understanding where, yo, black people 2053 is coming. Ceasefires and double entendre, man. I see y'all at 8 p.m. Central. Jump in the Discord. They was having a dope conversation this morning from what I could hear. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.